Alright, we're good. How's it going? It's Blake here, and welcome back to another Musume stream. It's been forever since I last did this one, so yeah. Um, it's another one of those monthly story quest streams, so I should probably do that first. And then after this one, I'm gonna go ahead and review the races I've missed out. And yeah, quite the hassle, I gotta say, so hopefully I can get it sorted out. Anyway, so let's just quickly go through this one here. Of course, new pieces added to the thing there, because we're gonna get Kawasaki Kinen this Wednesday actually. So that means it's gonna start today and tomorrow. So you wanna go ahead and get those pieces for I forgot. Hokko Taramae, her like her beach outfit set. Then yeah, you get some pieces for her there. There's also Cinderella Grey, that's finally out, so you can go ahead and check that out there. And yeah, every episode there will be a login bonus, so be sure to like log in at least once a week to get the rewards based on each episode. So yeah, 13 episodes. Anyways, that's the main stuff dealt with there. We're gonna quickly deal with the daily stuff, and then we'll go to the story. As always, there's not really much going on the circle here. Nei-chan no Shotengai. So yeah, chopping street for Nei-chan. But yeah, if I want to give a little bit of spoilers on the review on the Dubai World Cup meeting, it was a major upset. In practically all the major races, it's a major upset. So yeah, I'm gonna need to talk about that in detail. Dear Lord, holy! It's like sometimes I made some good decisions and then I just mixed it up with some bad decisions. It just ruins the whole bets. That basically happened to like every single bet that I had like last week. So yeah, rip me. Luckily, I didn't lose that much because the only stuff that I did lose were my winnings, and I did cash out like half my winnings from before. So it's like that means I didn't really lose everything. I lost like half my winnings in total from before. So yeah, in reality, I haven't really lost that much. But even still, I don't want to let my guard down too much. But yeah. Hi. Says got settled. Did I put out my tweet yet? No, I didn't. Of course I didn't put out my tweet. Ay. It would have been worse. It would have been worse. Yeah, I should put that there. まあそれはそうね。And then quickly deal with this. Right now I'm waiting for my packages to deliver. Unfortunately, like I said before, it's like since the warehouse is undergoing like a revamp on their systems, I don't have all three of them consolidated together and end up like putting them separately. So that is a bit of a pain. Yeah. And as you can tell, it's like my cough is back again. Dear Lord, I really want my own room, but I'm too broke for that. So yeah. Sucks to be me, I guess, because I keep getting this sick. Like, I would have recovered just fine, and then suddenly my mom would get sick again, and then I get sick again. Mendokusai. Something to say? Where do you buy pajama? The one from yesterday was so, was it frilly and cute? It looks so warm. It's from a store I normally visit. The material is very proper and it's very warm. I knew it! You have to buy one if it fits. Just in that case. Would you like to wear some of that too?
実は
ジル
注
ちゃんさん
文数を間違えて同じネグリジェがもう一着ございますの。
I accidentally ordered one extra. What? That means we'll be matching.
ブライトさん
But that's not on me. Are you sure you're fine with that?
大丈夫かな。もちろんです。つるちゃん様お可愛らしいですもの。
あら、主役出すね。
私がお可愛らしいと思う方に似合わないわけがありませんわ。
That's no way it wouldn't match.
かわいい。
かわいいよ。
私着てみたいです。今晩貸していただいてもいいですか。かわいいプロのブライトさんの言葉ですもんね。では
ふわふわ
ふ
ジャマパーティー。
ですわね。
This one. Alright. I'll do pajama party for them too.
通りで賑やかだと思った。
Let me quickly go to the shop.
ミッション。ただいま限定セール中ですよ。
Yeah, normally I just get all the pieces, even alarm clocks now, because I don't really need the layers anymore. Like anything beyond 300, I'm like, oh yeah, that's just extra. That's just extra, I don't really need much more. Because I'm not really upgrading my Umas that much. As much as you'd think I'd be insistent on that.
デイリーレースではムーンライトショーでは
Haven't been.
桜の信用です。ムーンライトショー
Okay, at the very least this time it's not as annoying as last time. Which is also less annoying than the time I got COVID. So I think I could power to this one. Alright, yes. I can't confirm nor deny that, so we'll see. That's also one of the reasons I've been like not streaming that much either. For some reason it's like, why? Why does Mama have to get sick? Because she gets sick, I get sick. Yeah, we don't have proper separations here. That's the problem. Yeah. It's kinda meant to say. Oh yeah, look at that. New universe. Let's get Hale? No. Gentle Donna. Or not. Get a filly. Alright. We can technically skip this one. Not very much of an issue.
楽しめそうね。上空には灰色の空。
Yeah, Gentle Donna. Yeah, as expected. I mean, need I see more? Need I see more? It's just a tear away. Yeah, there's no reason to look back now, is there? 私こそ最強。よろしくて。But yeah. So your dominance against this kind of legendary. Probably not good, but you know what? It's always said that way, so let it be. And next champion meeting will be harder then, so you're going to need to have very high stamina. Like a lot of stamina, because otherwise you won't be able to compete and run out of stamina compared to the other players. So yeah, stamina is key. So preferably two or three speed and then one stamina would be nice. Or maybe 2 stamina even. That would be nice also. Yes, very Tanoshi. Very Tanoshi to apparently assert my dominance over this. Right, so in that case we can hop onto the story now. I unlocked everything basically, so it shouldn't be a problem, as you can see. 目を降らせるとかならない。 Hold on. Okay, prologue, duel, revelation. Alright, let's go with this one. Alright, give me a little bit. Just the screen. Oh yeah, I haven't pasted these ones to the bottom. Yeah, I know it's still the updates from before, but good idea. Whatever. We'll get our the info. So after this one, we're gonna go ahead and check the banner. Yeah, generally I wouldn't be pulling anyway, but still, it's there for a reason. Calculate. Divide by 548. Yeah, 548. Oh, you need time to download. Of course you do.生徒たちが様々な思いを胸に I want more is to feast after all. Let's aim for great treasure. What I want is indeed fame. That sounds fun. You're aiming for best date, aren't you? In that case, you gotta need to find someone to match you. I'll support you. I'm rooting on you. No need to ask. It is me. However, where are you? Where's my ideal date? Ochitsuite, Gimlet. That's it again. What's up? Found your partner. Give me your hand. Oh, interesting. Would you like my hand? Phantasmagoria. Phantasmagoria. Very gotten to read that. Okay. Look at that! Yeah. What's this commotion? It is. That stage is over there. They're all on a rampage. Stop! Dance to another good. What's this dancing? 最高な気分だぜ。デミゴット。No, we'll stop this.
Exactly. こいつのステップを一目見て確信したのさ。
Full faces. I saw her steps.
こいつとなら取れると。何々。二人組んだの
Those two were highly paired up. That's a perfect pair.
これはおあつらえ向きではないか。ピクシーたちも。
ピクシーたちも。
タップ、言ってやろう。
App, go tell her. This year's best day will be. We'll be the ones to take it. That's right, they declared it.
っしょ。色物同士ででかいこと言っちゃって。
Hey,
聞こえてるぜ、おじ
I
さん。
can hear you, ジョー
色
さん。
物上等さ。見たこともないパフォーマンスを楽しみにしてな。喜べ。
Yeah.
貴様は奇跡
Rejoice.
の目撃者となる。
You're witnesses of the miracle.
人目に焼き付けてやろう。大丈夫です。
I'm fine.
みんな。
Virgo. Let's go, girls.
アイロニーは固くななようだな。構わん。
You're the man.
そんなことより、タップ。ああ、早速放課後から練習だ。I'm itching to go.
Okay, that's pretty neat.
How passionate.
How passionate! 意外な
意外な
部屋だ。
ペアだ。レインドート。ルドルフからも参加の打診があった。学園行事も使命。
使命
盛り上げれば生徒たちの士気が上がる。すべてはレース界のため。
All is for wiping out races.
デート。
Dates.
私も
I too.
決めなければ。
All the decide. Ah, going with the epiphany around Artley. You said, son. Are you feeling bad today?
Sorry.
Sorry.
授業を続けてください。ダンスの実力。私の練習についてくる根性。十分だと思うが。
I mean, yeah. I hope so.
Not sure. 安易な思いつきではないか。
Cautious. I gotta cautiously think about this. Be conservative by judgment.
判断は保留にすべき。
Alright, duel. I guess the duel of their passion now. We'll see how that goes. Alright. The download time is a bit longer because, yeah, my storage is actually starting to run out, so I ought to be careful.
遠征支援委員会の仕事はこれで完了。
Oh, they're done with the overseas like expedition
立候補
work.
しておいた実行委員の手伝い。
I guess it makes sense for Dream Journey to be in charge of that.
しっかりとお力添えしなければね。
Because all the faith went to overseas, Gentle Donna, Almond Eye. Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
ふさわしいの
Picking
は
up part overseas.
極上の夢のみ。
However,
だが
今年はあの子も出ないって。なんかタイミング悪いみたい。気になるのは例のタップとギムレットのペアくらい。
広場のあれやばかったよね。ちょっとついていけないかも。今年は参加しなくってもいいかな。
ほら、みんな弾いてるじゃん。目立つとこうなるんだよ。どうせガチすぎって茶化されるだけ。私は絶対拍手なんかしてやらない。
man,
あんたたちもしないよね。
you girls won't be clapping for them, right? Dot dot dot.
絶対ベスで取ってやるからな。そんであいつに。
おや、
Right? Waka-san.
もしや
Are you perhaps troubled by the falling
でしょうか。
ball?
よろしければお聞かせいただけませんか。
I don't mind hearing
ど
about
んな
it.
些細なことでもお力になりますよ。
I'll be sure to be your help.
で、今年もスカーレットのやつと出るはずだったんすよ。いや、いろいろあって仕方なくですよ。なのにあいつ急に実家の方で用事が入っちまって。
And she had something to do at her home.
私がいなくても出なさいよ。かっこよく踊るんでしょ。ふぬけ
Yeah,
たダン
that's
ス
cool,
したら
right?
承知しないから。
Ara!
なんて言ってきたんですよ。
You said that
だ
to
から
me.
絶対
That's why I ought to get the best date.
あいつにすごいってじゃないヤフーと言わせてやんだ。
仲のよろしいこと
It seems like you two are good along well.
その熱
That
心さ
passion of yours?
運営の手伝いをしている身としてはありがたいです。
そうい
As
や
far
先
as
輩
in charge
遠
here.
征支援委員会の仕事だけじゃなく運営の手伝いもしてるんでしたね。お疲れ様っす。
ささやかな助力に過ぎませんよ。
Oh, I'm only using a bit. I'm only helping out a little bit.
皆さんが楽しめる催しにしたいだけなんです。
I just only hope that everyone will have a good
そ
time.
のためには
For that sake,
音楽も
music, the lighting,
参加者
even
も
the participants.
すべて美しくなければ
Ara.
盛り上げるためなら尽力は惜しみません。
If I can help the event,
先
I'll do
輩って
everything
や
I'll
っぱ優
power.
しいですよね。すげえ心強いっす。実は俺ギム先輩を誘おうと思ってるんです。やべえダンスで沸かせてやりますから。
お
Give
や
me senpai?
ギムレットさんと
Oh yeah? Gimlet-san?
それは
Well, that is.
実にお似合いのペアになりそうです。
It seems like you two would be a good pair, but
噂によると
according to
ギムレット
rumors,
さんはタップ
Gimlet-san
さんと
seems to
組む
be paired up with Tap-san now. The toe?
それマジですか？
珍しい組み合わせだと話題になっていたんです。
It's become a hot topic
で
with
す
them being a
が
rare
本当
combo
のところ
here.
は
But
ご本人に聞いてみないことには
perhaps you should ask them
確かに。
in person?
よし、俺ちょっと行ってきます。ギム先輩は私だね。
まっすぐな
ま
方だ。
っすぐな方だ。邪道か王道かどちらにせよ風向きが変われば
つうわけで勝負してください。
I like a showdown.
ギム先輩と組むのは
I'll be one to the pair with Game Senpai. Woo!
熱いね。
That's
何
action.
の用かと思ったら略奪愛かい。
You.
俺はあんたを
I'll
倒
take you down and team up with Game Senpai.
ベスで取るって決めたからには妥協はできねえ。
There's no
俺
compromise
は超
for
絶
that
かっ
one.
けえダンスを見せてやんだ。
I'll be sure to
でも
show best dance.
俺だけでなんとかなるほど甘くねえってことくらい分かってる。
That's why.
だからギム先輩はあんたには渡さねえぜ。
Ta-da.
そうかい。いいぜ。
Very well. I'll take on you.
この私から宝を奪おうなんざ。100年早いって教えて
I'll
や
tell
る
you
よ。
100 years too soon for taking away.
ナイス。What's got you down? ダンスの腕は私の方が上みたいだな。
So I'm better at
こっち
dancing.
とら毎日仲間たちと歌って踊って暮らしてんだ。
I dance and sing and dance with my friends every day, you know? I'm fine with any genre.
これから上手くなるんすよ。諦めねえ。次はリズム感で勝負っす。
No, bet on rhythm.
ドゥンドゥンブンジャカブンジャカ。筋力なら
Oh no! One got taken the L!
結局最後はこれかい。
So this is your last showdown, Eddie.
ギム先輩と組むのは
Eh?
静まれ竜子どもよ。
Silence!
ギム先輩。
Revelation. Hakashin kaku katariki. Okay, let's see. Oh dear. How would this end up? Yeah, probably the two anyway. That's what focus like on the side. This what it is? Probably. I have to check the yeah, it
校内を
works.
かけるシルフの噂からな。
Tap.
無粋な戯れは笑えないぞ。
I'm laughing. You're trolling
で
it.
もからかったつもりはないよ。
I plan
気
on
が済むまで
again.
やればフラストレーションも晴れるだろ。
それでも
Even still,
よく聞け
hear me.
荒ぶるニューポットよ
Hear
お前が勝利
me.
したところで俺の思いは変わらない
My thoughts will not change even if you win.
俺、何が何でも別手を取りたいんです。先輩とじゃなきゃ
Damn it.
ダメなんです。あいつが驚くくらいのやべえかっこよさを出すためには。
悪いな
Aye.
私の鮮烈さと
My
この
successor.
主家への迷惑が生み出す神の雫なのだ俺は誓った
I made a
民を酩
promise.
酊させるとそして選んだタップダンスシチーを俺たちのコントラクトスは強固なる確信のもとに交わされている
They formed a strong contract with one another.
私たちは
Each other.
ダウトもヘジテーションもない者同士。ましてや謙虚さなんてもんは海に捨てちまった。どういうことっすか？
お前に足りないピースは俺ではないということだ
What you're missing isn't me. Come.
ここがキム先輩行きつけの古着
Yeah, play Ring the
名
Soul
店
back
と
there.
狡猾の舞踏会にふさわしいものを意識
Choose clothing suitable
日
for
常
her.
を破壊するドライなメタモルフォーゼだ
おお、君か。
Oh,
よく来たね。
it's you. You come here often,
ダ
don't
スパ
you?
ティオの衣装かい
A dance party?
リメイクしがいのあるヴィンテージがたくさん入荷したところだよ。
Yeah, happens you got some
ど
new
こへ連れてかれ
vintages.
るのかと思ったら衣装選びっすか。そういやまだ考えてなかったな。貸し出し衣装もあるみたいなんでそれでいいかなんて思ってたけど。
Of course not. I could just rent something
ジェ
without
ミニに問い
purpose.
かけろお前の信じる己とはなんだ
What is it you who
もち
believe
ろん
it?
かっこいい馬娘っす。
Cool,
そうっ
Musume.
すね。ま
そうっすね
ずパンツスタイルはマストで、色はやべえ難しい。
What even is
こ
styling?
のチェーンついてるスーツかっけえけどシャツは何色にしたら黄色か
Yellow?
青か
Green?
いや待てそもそもおしゃれすぎて俺には着こなせねえかも。ギム先輩って試着室行くとこか。先輩はなんで俺をここに連れてきたんだろう。断った埋め合わせじゃねえよな。
Nah, it's probably giving you like a
タップ
different
先輩は
path.
すげえ馬娘だよ。そもそも先約だったし。
You
でも
reach it first.
なんでタップ先
Why
輩
you tap something?
同期って呼ぶには少しずれてしライバルって感じでもねえよな。
Not like they're rivals at all.
いや
either.
それより俺に足りないピースって何なんだ。
What am I missing? A Scarlet! You're missing a tie with Scarlet!
もうこっち
Around 2 or 3
シンプルな
generations
レディー
later, they
にしと
do
く
how
か
their bloods do converge
お
though.
客様でしたら、
It's
そ
recently
ちら
born
に
too.
これを合わせると、スポーティーで元気な印象になってよく似合うと思いますよ。
Sporty, lively.
ああやっぱそうっすか。スポーティーで元気か。よく言われんだよな。
Perhaps that's what it is
かっこ
then.
よさはポイントで取り入れるのもありかと。オプションでリメイクも受けたまわりますので、チェーンやスタッツをつけるなど。
なるほどな。プロが言うことならそういうかっこよさも悪くねえか。
ストレイシープよ本当にそれでいいのか
You sure that's fine?
ギム先輩うわかっけえ。
Ooh.
マスター
Master
全ていただこう今
I shall have it over. I'll pay them right now.
先輩はドレスも着こなしちまうんだな。きっと何着てもかっけえんだろうな。
いや
Yeah.
このドレスは俺にはまだ麗しすぎるお上品なシルクはいささか窮屈だ
そんなことないっすよ。 めちゃくちゃ似合って
Still not worthy of this.
私がそう思っているんだ。
That's what I
誰
think.
の意見も関係ない。
It's not relevant to anyone else's opinions, and
そう思ったのなら、こちらのプシケに従わせるまで。
whoa. Why did you get destroying it?
うわ
Oh, boy.
すげえ似合う。キム先輩のための服じゃん。
It's like too beautiful and rips it up a little bit.
以上の激しさじゃないか。だがいいね、実に君らしい。創作意欲が湧いてきた最高の作品ができそうだ。さあ、ほつれの処理とダメージ加工をしよう。
先輩って本当にやべえ馬娘です。どこまでもやべえ。
To be fair, the real life version of Gimlet really destroys the fences a lot. So, yeah, they really have it passed on here.
お前のファナティ
How
ックは
about you?
どこにある？
Where is the fanatic?
俺の信じることは
What do you believe in?
うっしあのチェーンついたやつ試着してみます。俺はあれが一番かっこいいって思うんで。
真理の扉のロックは開いた。
Looks like she unlocked the door of truth.
その大いさ、お前をエルバージュさせる。
Oh, first questions with these ones. Propaganda. Hello there.
Sorry。どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。
That's
さ
tough
す
stuff
が
for
は
you.
タップさん。大変美しく心躍るステップでいらっしゃいますね。ギムレットさんとのダンスも実に楽しみです。
You're looking forward to your job.
私たちも全力で盛り上げますので、
We do our best to hype
ご
up the
安心
event,
くだ
so
さいね。
please don't mind.
は
Listen, no need to worry about the food.
私がナーバスに見えるってのか？
Yeah, I seem nervous to you. Hey.
おい
Hey, hey, hey.
どういうこ
What
と
do you mean by that?
水臭いぜ。何かあるなら聞かせてもらおうか。
ああ、いいえ。
Oh no.
言葉のあやですのでお気になさらず。
Sorry
そ
for that
ういう
Italian
わけには
friends.
いかないね。
No?
来な。洗いざらい話すまで返さないぜ。
なるほど。
Let's see.
それが昨夜のメモワールか。舞踏会はニブルフェイムがごとく静けさに閉ざされると。オーディエンスがいなければ酩酊させられるものもさせられまい。
ええ、
Yeah.
残念ながら
Unfortunately,
それが偽らざる現状です。
that's the current
実
situation.
行委員の方でも苦心しているのですが、
いいのさ。私らがまだまだ魅力不足ってこった。あんたが言いたいのはそういうことだ。
Actually, no, it's opposite.
そうもありません。
Of course not.
ただ、
Oh,
聞
there.
かれたからには隠しているのもと思いまして。
I think there are some certain hidden things.
とんだハーミットがいたもの。
Don't harm it.
そのひそやかなマリスで私たちに火をつけようと。
申し訳ありません。おっしゃる意味が。
シュレディンガーを開く気はない。
Shredding.
構わん。俺たちは好きにさせてもらう。だろう、タップ。舞踏会にスーパーノヴァが行うことを知らしめてやろうではないか。
だな。人暴れしちまおうぜ。こういうのはどうだい？夕
How about
方に屋上から。
Oh, the sunset on the roof.
私にも聞かせてしまってよろしい
You
ですか
fine having me stand around
構
here
いや
listening?
しないさ。あくまで私らはこう動くってだけさ。
It's just us doing it after all. That's a problem there? No, not at all.
何もすべて
All of it.
お望み通りになるかと。
観察が肝心だ。
これも
これも
best partner.
ベストパートナー探すため。
Cesario. Of course it's Cesario.
案や決定は No.
They're really going for the Epiphania route, aren't they? They're really going for Epiphania or route with this.
使命は
Yeah, if you didn't know, Epiphania comes from is started by simply Chris S and followed by Cesario.
何かお知ら
That's
せか
why.
な
What announcement is there?
あ
Snagattaga.
なかったか。
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone!
Josie the Dodai.
何
ようこそリン・ドワットの前夜祭へ。さあ始めようか。今年最高の踊り手たちが送るスペシャルパフォーマンス。
我らファンタスマゴリアのアジテーター
Agitator.
だという名の招待状を貴様に送ろう。
何これスピーカーが一斉にタップ先輩のおマスタから通知がライブ配
Talking about impromptu streams, holy.
直接見ときゃ屋上へ来な。そんな小さな画面じゃ物足りないだろ。
Yeah, enough. We just have small screen years, eh?
先輩たちやっ
嘘だろ? Yuppie.
べえ、いいのかこれ。いいわけないでし
Of course not.
早くやめさせないと。
We gotta stop him. あ、もう、なんてこと。
回れ、笑え、叫べ。この俺に命令しろ。誰が無茶だって言っても私らは別出を取る。わかるだろ。
Imagine if the DQ.
私たちは全てを酩酊させる。このテレプシコラーでこの熱で。
Well, I didn't exactly say that I was gonna stream today, right? I only said later this week, right? So I wasn't specifying. So it's fine. I had to catch this before it runs out on like what, Thursday morning. So yeah. This guy, help
何
me.
あのセット
What was that set?
いつの間にこんなものが
How did it become that?
こんなダンスするんだ
That dance like this?
むちゃくちゃだけど
Very,
だけど
how to say, violent.
熱い何それ好き勝手やって目立ってるだけじゃんこんなの
こんなの
こんなの
Chris just jogs her way up.
一体何
Just jogs her way up there after looking at Cesario just now.
とにかく見せちまうのがベストだと思ってね。
それだけ
Huh.
か。それだけでこんなことを。
You're doing all this for
他に
that?
何がいるって言うんだい。いいと思ったならそう思うハーズに従えばいい。
You just gotta
わか
obey
る
the
だろ。
party.
感じろよ。そら。
Don't sink feet.
ここまで
Yeah, Kanchan's Nico Nico program. Yeah, don't sink feel. Yeah, but
こう
literally.
なると分かっていたのか。いや
Is it because they believe in it?
のか。
Well, at least I'm gonna look at the event story. It's not like I'm gonna pull the banner, even if I haven't explained it yet.
確信
There's no need to
常に
understand.
自分の内にしか存在
As long as you believe.
クオリアなのだから確信は自分の中に
If within you, you believe in yourself. What is it, Chris
そんなに難
says?
しい話か。
It's really not difficult to understand.
私らの実力におじけづいちまったかい。
Are you fearful for what
あ
we're
んたも
capable?
出るんだろ。
You're
一人
coming,
で
Will.
練習してるのは知ってるぜ。
I know you're it's on your own. Is that
挑発
meant to be a taunt? I
さあ
wonder.
なだが 今のを見たらもう迷ってる暇はないんじゃない
But
か
how
い
do you see us here? There's no time to hesitate, right? And ahead
Plan ahead
and thrust
and
my
trust
heart,
my heart.
heart,
圧倒的な
confidence.
それがお前たちの強さか。
So I guess she's gonna go for Cesario.
この度は誠にありがとうございました。
Thanks for the
急
summer.
なお願いにもかかわらずご手配いただけて助かりましたよ。
Oh yeah, as you can see, yeah, Dream Turn, you did set it up.
私にはとてもこんな大胆なことはできません。
I can never do something such
で
brave
すか
like
ら
that.
どうか
That's why
お気をつけください
you
ね。
should be careful there.
痕跡が
So that there will be no tracks left behind. Now then, I will wonder what happened.
どうなることか。
Yeah, Dream Journey, sponsored by Dream Journey, I guess. See. Okay, yeah. The downloading will be longer again, like I said, because
確
I hate the
信は
downloads
ここに
this year.
強く思
思
うなら
うなら
彼女が
she will
my
be
best
my best
answer
answer.
使命を
Let's
遂行する
carry out my mission, my duty. Cesario!
シーザリオ
話がある。
話がある
We're like an epiphania.
すごかったね。あの二人にしかできないダンスって感じで。やっぱりドロワ行ってみない？やっぱすげえな。どこも先輩たちの噂で持ちきりだ。ぶっ飛んでるからかっけえんだよな、ギム先輩は。俺もあのくらい突き抜けて。先輩の心意気バシッと受け取りましたからね。俺も決めてやる。俺の思うかっけえ
So
を
with that
貫いて。
Scarlet around, we'll see who vodka
そう
would pick.
だ、俺一人だってやれる。俺は最高にかっけえ。だからどうにかぶちかまして、どうにか。いや、ベスト8だろ。
There's a date to it. What are we gonna do?
見よ地上は我らの
Behold
により清められたシリアクタを誇るグングニルの暴虐は今ここに終焉を迎える。
はいはい、終わったなら静かに。
Okay, yes, it does silence.
あん
Sheesh.
な騒ぎを起こして
Was it
バ
such
ス
a
掃除
good?
だけで手打ちにしてもらうの大変だったんだからね。 Thank you。 面倒かけたな。だがこれで私らは晴れて自由の身だな。先輩コンビだ。ドロワー見に行きますね。頑張ってください。
Oh, you.
驚いたけど、あれ以来参加申請が増えてるんだよね。感謝感謝。にしても本当に2人だけでやったんすかね。ステージとか配信とかあんな大掛かりなこと。さあな、私らは何も知らないね。
You don't know
屋
anything
上か
about
ら
it.
ウマスタライブをしようとしたら、たまたま
It just happens we have a
ちょうどいい
perfect
ステー
stage
ジがあったのだ。
with us.
校内放送の奇妙な故障もな実にミステリーなことだ。
Truly a mystery.
本当にな。まさかあそこまでのもんが置いてあるとは。
Ah, yes, definitely
さ
coincidence.
てと、片付けたらダンススタジオへ急ごうか。じゃあなみんな、ドロワを楽しみにしてな。
すごい。クリスエスさん、シーザリュウさんと組むらしいよ。激アツだよね。
They're really gonna pull in Epiphania here, aren't they? Yep. Yep, looks like they are gonna do
素晴
the
ら
work
しい
get
ダ
there.
ンスでした。
It's amazing dancing.
ここもあれ以来ずいぶん混み合うようになりましたね。
Thank you
Thank you. But she's so
嬉しそうだな。
ええ、それはもう
That's cool.
あなた方のよ
Okay.
うに一流のダンスを披露してくださるペアが増えれば
Had more players to
駆け
participate
引き
in
の
the
高
ball.
い場になります。
The party would go
こ
on
う
much
いうこ
better.
との積み重ねがレース界の品位にも影響す
It
るの
also
でしょう
affect
ね。
the perception of the race.
学園の核はレース界の核。 OK
Okay.
私が盛り上げよう。
ありがとうございます。大いに期待させていただきますね。役者は揃ってきたね。いい風向きだ。
Another vodka.
ジャーニー先輩、いいところに。ちょっと相談乗ってもらえませんか？
なるほど。
I see.
納得はした。
I'm
腹も
convinced.
決まった。そ
Okay.
の上で誰と組もうかと。
There
ジ
you
ム
want to
先
pair?
輩のデートになるのはスパッと諦めました。
I gave everyone getting a date
先
for
輩に引っ張ってもらわ
Ricky
なくても
senpai.
ちゃんとかっけえはずだ。でもじゃあ
Then who am I gonna pair with if
誰と
not
か
Scarlet?
ピンとこなくて
Gotta have to head home apparently.
とにかく別手が取りてんです。
なるほ
I'll get best date.
ど。デートではなくライバルになると決めたのですね。お
Your
や、
rival? Oh yeah.
違い
Am I
ま
wrong?
したか？素晴らしい心意気だと思ったのですが、ライバルとして立ちふさがる。ギムレットさんも喜ぶのではないでしょうか。
Sure, Gimlet senpai would be happy to. Oh, kake!
がキム先輩のライバル。そっか。
I see. そういうこと
そういう
なんだ。
ことになんのか。やっべえ、言われるまでわかんなかったです。それ超かっけえじゃん。
そうですね。
そうですね。
とてもかっこいいと思いますよ。
あとは噛み合う方を探して組めばいい。
As you can find someone that
何
matches.
も迷うことはありません。
There's no need to
なる
hesitate.
ほど。なら心当たりあります。うまいだけじゃなく心も決まってるかっけえ馬娘です。
それはそれは。では早くお誘いに行きませんと。
Hey, Otto had to quickly invite them.
また
Otherwise,
誰
someone
か
will
に
get
先を
there
越
before
されな
you.
いうちに。
はい
Yes,
そうします。
I'll do just that.
ジャーニー先輩
Jenny senpai,
俺の
please be my
デ
date.
ートになってください。
Ara. Hi.
はい。
Hi. That's hi. Destruction. 破壊神再び God of destruction once again. Oh dear. What kind of destruction would they have this time around? Hi? Man.
失礼いたしました。
Apologies.
急で驚いてしまったもので、
I was shocked by the surprise there.
私にデート
Are you
に
trying
なっ
to
て
imply
ほ
that
しい
you'd like
と
me to be your date?
そうおっしゃったんですか？
Word.
今の先輩の言葉かっけえなって思ったん
I
です。
thought the word she said would
ライ
go
バルになる
to become rival.
急ですんません。でも俺
Technically, vodka
純
is
粋
like
にジャ
a
ーニ
few
ー
years
先輩
older.
と踊りたいとも思ったんです。今
And that's one when I thought of wanting to dance with.
同じ年に表彰されたじゃないですか。最優秀ジュニア馬娘とクイーン馬娘。
Ara.
ジュニア級で突き抜けてんのは俺だけじゃないって思い知らされた。先輩の朝日杯フューチリティステークス あの最高峰からの足。
Okay, so yeah, the timing is is a
こ
canon.
んなにい
So
る
yeah.
ここで終わらねえように踏ん張らねえとって
気合入っ
気
た。
合入った。そんで実際ぶつかった時もすげえなって。後ろから見張られてる感じマジでビリってくるんですよ。こういうリスペクトって見てる側にも伝わんじゃないですか。熱いと思うんですよね。
熱い。
Passionate.
見ている側
The
が
one's watching?
俺はそう思ってます。
That's what I think.
なんでお願いします
Please. Oh, with this
ダメっ
good.
すかね。
あ
Ah, no. Apologies.
あ、申し訳ありません。
I was
考
thinking
えていたんです。ですが、
however,
確かに
indeed, it's
悪
not
く
a
ない方
bad
法かもしれません。
idea.
思いつきもしませんでした
I。never thought about it.
自らを捧げに行くなど、
offering myself.
熱いダンスか。
Answer. わかりま
わ
した。
かりました。お誘い、
I shall
謹
accept
んで
your offer.
お受けいたします。
Yes! Ansas!
ウォッカさんはやはり嵐ですね。
Okay, sounds like the like a
おお、
win.
あの二人組んだんだ。へへへ、見てろよ。ベスデを取るのは俺たちだ。
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Target war. Epiphany!
こっちもすごプロか。今年の泥はもしかしてすごいものになるんじゃ。
They should really write Epiphany. Man.
なんということだ。
Oh, what
エ
amazing.
リアルは果てを知らぬというのか。最初の静けさが嘘みたいだね。
It's like the initial dead there was like a joke.
いいねいいね。賑やかな宴になりそうだ。だがどうする？手強いライバルが増えちまったわけだ。どうにかステップアップしないと宝は持ってかれちまうぜ。
I gotta take out away our gesture otherwise.
でも取り入れるか？ここまで来たらどんな無茶にだって付き合うさ。いや、
Yeah.
つまらないトリックを浪する気はない。私たちに必要なのは
Al-Qaeda!
破壊だ。
Destruction!
あん
Huh?
いにしえのパンタシアなど破壊するがいい。そして焼き尽くされた焦土に想像するのだ。新たなテルプシコラーを。それって今から違うダンスをやるってことか？
Remake it another dance.
おや、
Oh yeah? Those
あの
two.
二人。
いや、もっと激しくだ。世界を取る気で行こうぜ。もう一度。One, two, three.
何やってるんすか？今までのダンスと全然違う。
ああ、我らのテルプシコラーはこれよりメタモルフォーゼする。
Metamorphosis.
それって
That's the.
何あの二人ダンス変えるって今からじゃさすがに無茶でしょ。何考えてるの？
無理だと思うかい？だがな、夢ってのはでっかいからロマンがあるんだぜ。
すげえ。
ワイルド
まだ上に
だね
行こうってのかよ、先輩たちは。ギム先輩。
Alright, next one. Genesis. Yeah, I guess yeah, because they make another one.
Gim 先輩。
Clap.
俺
clap.
わかりましたよ。先輩がなんでかっけえのか
I know why you're cool now. That's why.
貫きます
I'll do my
俺が
best.
思う俺のかっこよさってやつを
I'll go through what coolness leads to me.
俺が先輩のライバルだ一番かっけえのはこの俺です
Oh, yeah, cool one.
それでこそだ荒ぶるニューポットよ
That's exactly
人
it.
の全てをかけて私を酔わせに来るがいい
はいぶっ倒します覚悟しといてくださいよご観覧中の皆様これよりペアダンスのお時間となります A グループの参加者はフロアへお集まりください
Okay, participants, please go to the floor.
タプギム先輩コンビは
あれまだ来ないの
来てないの
まさかやっぱやばいとか
んなわけねえって大丈夫絶対どっかにいるはずだそれより俺たちを見逃すんじゃねえぞ
What? Vodka? Eh.
極上の夢
This,
始めましょう
parsley.
か
Let's begin this one.
いい位置が取れましたね
We got a good position.
審査員の目にも止まりや
It's
すい
easy to get attention of the judges.
先輩のフォローがうまいおかげです
Because you could follow their simple.
ウォッカさんについていっているだけです
I'm just following your lead here, Vodka.
んなことねって先輩に頼んでよかったっすよレースの時もこんな感じでしたよね先輩はどんな奴が起こす嵐も涼しい顔で受け止めちまうだから
Yagara!
アドリブですか
Oh, you're ad-libbing.
臨場感あるでしょ
You feel
ウォル
present.
フ先輩ミッケ来てたんすね
See, Olivia senpai up
めっ
there.
ちゃ笑ってる
She's really smiling. Ara!
久しぶり
It's been a long time since I seen Olivia smiling. That face of hers. That's so.
そりゃお姉さんがこんなかっこよけりゃ嬉しくもなりますよ
Right.
暑いじゃないっすか
そうか
I see.
そうか
Ahsoka.
こんなことでよかったのか
えなんすかなんすか
Natsuka.
何でもあり
Eh,
ません
it's nothing.
ウォッカさん
Look,
お
Thanks for
誘いいただ
inviting me.
きありがとうございます
理解した
彼女たちの
彼女たちの
実力
実力
だが
だが
譲れない Behold!
インサイトベストデートを獲得する
Behold, Epiphania pair!
私についてきてくれ
Epiphania combo, they're really going in there, aren't they?
優雅なエスコートはあ
Yuga!
決めたのなら貫くそれが勝利への
Mindsets.
マインドセット今宵の勝者は
We shall be
私たち
tonight's winner. Victors.
超かっこいいやばくない
Nah, they're probably doing Group B
激アツ
then.
じゃん別にすごくなんかあんなの全然
Oh, come
な
on.
ってないしああそうかな思ってたよりはいいかも
At this rate, the mob is just a bit too
色物
salty.
コンビどこ行ったのやっぱ逃げちゃったとか
Don't be ridiculous.
Don't be ridiculous 今宵の主役なら
ここにいるぜ。
ここにいるぜ
Right, moving on.
私らがお宝を前に逃げるわけないだろ。
That's how we're letting you
上から
try to escape
チェック
from
してた
me.
のさ。
I've been checking away from above all the rivals. Now then,
ここからは大本命。私たちのターンだ。Break way for the midnight。行くぞタップ。エルピスもシャーデンフロイデも等しく酩酊させてやる。
okay, I guess we're gonna have like a yep, there we go. Animation, the CG, no, the yeah, I would just say animation. CG animation seems smart, right? All right, see the models. Still the Gimlet as the with the dress instead. Just so you know, in real life they're technically both standard horses. Yeah. Of course, the tap dancing. Even got Gimlet to do some tap dancing. Tapping on the dance floor. Nice. Yeah, I feel it makes it much better with the 21-9 aspect, definitely. But yeah, it's a short one. Title the Kaishine. Hello. It's taking at the time. There we go. Oh! Yeah, I told you.
本当に今までの超えてきた。やばいやばいやばい。これ本当に取っちゃうんじゃない？
通るさ。当たり前だろ。
Pretty much, yeah.
ロマンってのは信じたやつのとこに
The
降ってくるん
more
だぜ。
you wanna know who's more romantic warrior.
私たちの中には最初から
Imagine they somehow reintroducing dramatic warrior
最も
into
激
Musume.
しいセーラスは俺たちだ。というね。
Truly romantic.
以上をもちましてペアダンスの部を終了いたします。結果発表までの間はフリーダンスタイムをお楽しみください。やっ
Right, free dance time. かっこよすぎん?
もういい。どこ行くの？
Mace just a bit salty. あ
本当どうする？
もういいんじゃない？
あ、ほっとく？
ほっとこ
ほっとけ？
こんばんは。
Good evening.
ご歓談中失礼いたし
Sorry
ます。
for disturbing your chat there.
楽しんでいらっしゃいますか？
Are you not having fun?
ジョニー先輩。まあぼちぼち。
I guess so.
そうですか。
I see.
それ
That's
は
more
何
fine.
よりです。 どなたか一曲踊っていただけません
Or
か？
Jenny, if you would like to dance for a song?
うちら。
Dance for...
でも
実はデー
Actually,
トとはぐれてしまいまして
I've lost sight of my date.
お恥ずかしな
It's
がら
embarrassing,
浮
but
いてしまって困っているんです。
it's troubling if I stay still.
それでぼっちは嫌ですよね。まあ
Well, it is Senpai's
先輩の頼みなら
request.
別に踊りたいわけじゃないけど。
Not like I like to dance,
言っ
but
ちゃっ
there she was. What are we gonna do?
た。うち
Should we
らも
do too?
行く？
Shall we dance?
ここにいても
We'd be
暇だし
freed
さ
up if we were just staying here. Going for that taunt there.
何？去年はこんなノリじゃなかったじ
It wasn't like this last year.
ゃん。
Everyone.
あんなので盛り上がって。
もうやだ。帰りたい。
もう嫌だ。帰りたい。
おや、それは寂しいですね。
That was just sad,
お
isn't
友
it?
達は皆さん楽しんでいらっしゃ
But
る
your
ようで
friends
す
seem
が
like they're enjoying the ball today.
あいつらなんで？
Why are they dancing?
なぜ
Why? Oh my!
お
Oh!
かしなことをおっしゃいますね。
That's a weird thing to say.
皆さん
Everyone
ダンスやおしゃべりを楽しみにいらしたのでは？
Perhaps they're looking forward to this event. Oh wow, this screenshot for a dream journey. Holy, okay. Ara. Truly a schemer into dream journey. Tonight
楽しい
is supposed to be a fun party after all.
私も
I just couldn't let the
放っておけ
sad
ません
face go
あなた
alone.
も
Would you like to dance with me?
踊っていただけませんか？
何言って
Oh, you.
私あんなにディスってたのに
I've done this the
混
other.
ざれるわけ
There's no way I could dance without dissing after school.
ダンスはお得意でしたよね。
You were good at dancing, weren't you?
去年の個性豊かなダンス
That very lively dance of yours last year? I do remember it fondly.
あんなのふざけてただけだし
I was just
悲
messing
しい
around.
ことをおっしゃるのですね。
You're saying such sad things.
私はあなたの姿に感動を覚えていたのに
Even though I remember you were touched by that scene.
感動
Touched
私の
by
ダ
my
ンスに
dance?
ええ
Hey,
あまりにま
it
ぶ
was dancing ever so bright.
お声掛けすることすら叶わ
I
なかっ
wasn't able
た
to catch your attention that time.
なのに
And yet,
そのご様子
that look of yours.
何か
Don't you
お
have
辛いこと
anything
が
difficult
あったのです
in
よ
your
ね
head, on your mind?
大丈夫です
It's fine.
私
shall
がエスコ
escort
ー
you
トし
today.
ます誰にも何も
I will not
言わせ
tell
ません
anyone
さあ
anything.
お手を
Yeah. Your hands, if you'd please.
先輩
Yeah, bye.
どうか
Oh,
笑
this
ってください楽しいパーティーに泣き顔は
a crying face is not befitting of a fun party.
今年のベストデートは
Of course, it's those two. Plot armor.
ダンスシチュー谷のギムレット
And yeah, as they declared they won the date. Akita! でもやりきった
やりきった
そうですね素晴らしいドロワにできました
It was an amazing ball.
妹も楽しく過ご
Listen, my younger sister is also enjoying
キ
the
ム先
event.
輩も嬉しそうでしたテンション上がりっぱで俺がライバルになったの喜んでくれたっぽいです来年はギム先輩を超えます
Next year, I'll surpass Kimi Senpai.
レースでも俺ならいつかきっとできるそれがかっけえ俺だよな
Oh, this is a cool me. Ugh.
今にも崩れそうな我がコルプスよ
My corpse.
エンピレオにも登らん気分だ
Up.
タップ
You have my
俺を
gratitude.
言うぞ
だかけ私も
Back at you.
なあギムレット
I give up.
ターフでもこんな風に食らい合えてたら面白かったのに
It would be fun if we clash on the turf together like this.
同じ時を生きてもフェイトは交錯しないこともある
If we were born in the same era,
貴
their
様の
fate
強
would
さ
not
が
put us on the
確信
same
していたボビトには確かに
track
存在した
either.
お
Oh, that's first I'm hearing that.
嬉しいこと言ってくれるじゃないかあんたほどのダービー馬娘が
Ah, so cool.
あ
Oh, I see.
あ私ら戦ってみたかったのかもな
As I'd like to go up
素敵
against
だ
you.
な
It's
君の
poetic.
そのベリダスこのピスティは井戸に隠された渇望だったというわけか
ここにいたか
So you're
お
here.
いクリスエスあんたはどうだいフリータイムにあんたとも踊っときゃよかった
It would be nice if I danced with you in free time. You don't dance that. Come, Paida.
乾杯だ
At least you got Epiphania!
なーに紙一重だってさ お前のスピリットなら私たちは十分すぎるほど知っている
なでこいつを任したやつってことでなんとなく一目置き合ってたわけだ。よーし打ち上げだ。
For the after party.
朝まで語り尽くそうぜ。
Oh great, they're off to after party now. Where even is Cesario? Oh, yeah, it's like you just put Cesario there and it's like yeah. Right, I need to fix the screen room. There. Yeah, so as you can see, that's eight episodes as always. They do that. So, yeah. Already reached 1.5 million threshold, so not really needing me to go beyond.
こちらの使命
これはちょっとめんどくさい。But then again, the title is pretty close, so I guess I'll just have to hang it a
やっ
little
ぱ
bit.
気軽に着られるものが好きなんだよね。派
I
手
think
な
I
ものは
passed
パ
it.
スで。
But
シン
it is
プルイ
this.
ズベストってね。
I've run the training already, right? I run the thing. Yeah, I did. I took an hour. Right, so we're gonna hop on to the gacha banner here to quickly explain the this month's event special. So yeah, of course I also have some tickets to pull to look at that. Lots of tickets. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Tap Dance City. Front runner A, leader B. Medium and long distance A. So previously for dirt turf A, obviously, and dirt G. Training bonus 10 speed 20 guts, and these are the stuff she has for that one there. Romantic Horizon is her unique skill. On a medium distance race, when on the final leg of it and you're when you're being overtaken, or and you're also in front, your speed will increase slightly for extended period of time, and in addition, when you're when you're on the third place or with the or fronter, your acceleration would also ever so slightly increase for extended period of time. So yeah, medium distance specialist basically. So even though you can use her long distance, medium distance is ideal. So we have this one here, pretty much the same as Turbo. Let's see here. At the beginning of the middle leg of the race, you'll consume a large amount of stamina, so that you'd have the increased speed basically. And then for medium distance, you also get like a bit of extra, which is like you'll also have slight acceleration to go with that. And then for this one here, on the final straight, if you're in the front, and let's see. Okay, so if you're in the final straight and in the front of in the very front, and there's an Musume within one length behind you, your speed will greatly increase, basically. Yeah, and then this one's like very increased, basically. So, yeah. Basically so that you kind of like stay in front, without like the ones at the back chasing up to you. As you can see, these are like medium distance, front runner skills. So yeah, medium front runner. Yeah, Tap Dance City would be great there. With the tree Tanino Gimlet, turf A obviously, dirt is F surprisingly. Mile medium A, betweener chaser A, or closer A. 10 speed, 10 power, 10 guts, more balanced there. Shinyan no Terepu Shikora. I'm not sure what that is, but okay. Let's see. On the final leg of the race, if you're in the back of the pack, you'll slightly go forward, so that means you'll have like a bit of acceleration. If it's a mile race, let's see here, mile race, and if you're close to the very back of the pack and holding on to it, then you'll be accelerating greatly. すごく前に出る。合脚 So this one's like vodka. Also asked this one also, but yeah. Let's see. So the gold skill is on the final leg, and if you're on the back, your acceleration will increase. The evolution here is on the middle of the pack, and you're overtaking. You'll slightly decrease. Let's say if you're being overtaken, your speed will slightly decrease, and then later on the beginning of the final leg of the race. And if you're in the back of the pack, your acceleration will increase. I guess that's fine sometimes. To save a little bit of stamina so that you can use it on the final leg, I guess. But it depends. Get the I guess. For chaser, chase formation, chaser strat, closer strat. Gold skill. On the straight line, your speed will increase. The evolution here. On the final leg, final straight line, your speed will increase for a period of time. In a mile race, the effect will change and for a period of time, move forward. So acceleration, basically. So as you can see, a lot of it's like mile, medium, even some short distance. Even this was short distance. But I kind of like need to be a chaser here, closer. So, in a sense, it's more of a Durandal thing than a Derby thing, actually. Even though Tanino Gimlet won the Derby, apparently here she's treated as a miler, so miler chaser, miler closer, like Tanino Gimlet. So, no, like Durandal. So yeah, there is that option, but I'd say it's a little bit too annoying to use that, honestly, so I wouldn't go for that. Let's go have a look at the cards now. Vodka Power card, card unique. On 80 gauge or above, have stamina and power bonus, so probably stamina power 1 each, so yeah, pretty standard there. Friendship 30, motivation 60, power 1, training 15, initial gauge 30, race 10, and 15. Hint level 3, hint rate 50, specialty 65, skill bonus 1. It's alright. And then we have these ones here. Medium chaser skills mainly. Medium betweener skills basically. Sashi. As you can see. A lot of Sashi skills here you could use. So I guess it's fine. It's medium distance also. Yeah. Left turning races, so mainly Tokyo for 2. And Chukyo if you want that one, but mainly want Chukyo for what? King something high. That's like a G2 race. How about the gold skill? Gold skills, you have 2 here. Top 1, speed will increase on the straights for betweeners. Second skill, when you're being overtaken on the final leg of the race, and if you're middle of the pack or behind, your speed increases, medium distance. A bit niche, but it does fit vodka, I guess. Dream Journey, so unique skill, unique bonus. At bond gauge 80, speed and power bonus, probably 1 each. Friendship 35, motivation 30, speed 1, training 15. Initial speed 30, initial power 25, initial bond gauge 30, race 10, fan 15, fan level 3, fan... hints level 3, hint rate 50, specialty 80, okay, that's a bit more convincing, and skill 1. Let's see here. Right turns, chaser skill, yeah, a lot of chaser skills here, so, if you're really like lagging behind on chasers, I guess Dream Journey is a good compromise for that. Yeah, a lot of it is a chaser skills regardless of distance, so it's worth choosing this one, I'd say. First one, Continental. On the final straight line, if you're within 4 lengths of the... what is it? If you're placed second or below or after on the final straight line, and from the front you are within 4 lengths, your speed will greatly increase, chaser. And then the second one, let's see here. On the second half of the race, latter half of the race, if you're overtaking someone, then your speed will increase, chaser. But probably I'd go for continental, much more practical to use that on final straight. But yeah, if you are aiming to train a lot of chaser cards or closer umas, then yeah, Dream Journey is a good one. The generally I wouldn't pull. I don't think I'd pull for either one of those banners there. Even though Dream Journey is actually not that bad, I think I'd rather use a rental for that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and quit the pool tickets real quick. Punctual star. Obviously, it's gonna be 2 stars at least, so not to worry much about that. Pico Pegasus. Get a few more here. Quick Mama, Sasura. Other elf. More bare minimums. We just love our bare minimums, don't we? Ericon. Oh, I didn't mean to close. But then again, there's also the limited shop. Have I exchanged this month's already? I'll check. Oh, I haven't. Look at these. Yeah. Oh, look at that one. Look at this one. This one as well. Alright. Yeah, we'll get these ones also. Why do you need to hide it down there? Should have swapped the positions there. The support card should have been later. Oh. Over exchange. I'm too broke. You didn't have these ones also. And get these ones also. I gotta remember your monthly exchanges there. Otherwise, if you forget, you're missing like a full, like what, couple tickets. And that's not good. I guarantee 3-star will do it later. I mean, guaranteed SSR. We'll do it later. Because it's guaranteed. There's no fun in that. Suffer. Bullshit. As we were talking about chasers just now. See him again? Nope. Again, you should really have the option to open like multiple these kind of tickets. The standard tickets are fine, right? They already have that, but for this one they don't have it, so it would be nice if they have that function for this also. Because this one is time consuming. Igan no muda da. Nande? Ikki ni dasse. Okay. One more. Yep, no, still no. Of course I still no. Okay. And then this side here. What? I have 4 rays? Okay, okay, let's get these ones out also. No beacon. One more. Ryan. Again, we're gonna do like increasing rarity because Don't want to stack up too much of these tickets. But there's always a chance for them to be a SSR. You never know. Tanino Gimlet. God, Alright, move on. We got plenty. Digi done. Yes, of course I still move. Oh wow, you're really gonna stick to the SRs only, aren't you? Probably not even gonna give me an SSR or anything. Knowing my RNG is always this terrible. Nathan. Yep, still no flips. this is really not planning to give me any, what I said, flips around here. Like not even 10%, I guess. I guess it's still sticking to like what 5 or 3% at most. This is usually what they do anyway. Yeah, see, Bono, yeah, but not really Bono because he didn't give me a scar. But the rates here, you'd think it'd be at least 1. You know, theoretically. No, there isn't. Never enough. Never enough for side games, okay? Don't I? Ai, demasen. Demasen deshita. Oh, jump. That's all the SRs. So yeah, indeed we are left with only the guaranteed, so no surprise on this one. Which 3-star is it? Let's see. Yes, I know, it's guaranteed. No surprise there, Digital. Who is it? Dareda. Nice! Bamboo. Of course, it's bamboo memory. Bamboo memory again. God damn it. I swear the last time I tried pulling for one of these, I also got bamboo memory. Nande? Variety. Variety. Gonna have some variety in there, don't you think? Oh, guess not. Right, so since the next, what is it? The next, the one we're dealing with, or actually this Wednesday we're gonna deal with a thing there, so I'm gonna do this. Hi, hi. What? I didn't set the race I set it to just now. Hi, sorry. And then, where is it? Yeah, let's do Kashiwakinen. Yeah, let's set that one there. Oh, no, not Nige. Not Nige, I need the Senko. Nige I could do, what is it? I could do Faruko, but I mainly have Senko members, so I'm gonna stick with that. Oh, look at that, Dejitan. I don't think I have enough fragments for Ricky, so for now we're just gonna go for Wonder Acute then. Let's see what recommend it gives me. I guess it's not too bad. What can we switch here from Faruko? Hold on, let me reset real quick. Yeah, why don't have that opera? Oh, yeah. And then we'll do this. Yeah, I need some there. And we could swap the that one there for power. Power wise, I'm just gonna go for Nishino Flower. Do I need stamina? I guess it won't hurt to have stamina, but technically I already have Guts card already. So Guts I could use Autofit, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna use Autofit there. Autofit Koko. Alright, and then you could set a friend card. Let's see. Let me see between like the group and if someone has oh, Kabano Riki. Okay, that's nice. And then I'll swap back up this one with oh, what did that say? No, I mean mine. I switch back mine with this one. And then that should do it. Yep, go. So we're gonna auto train this one, that's fine. This one's a bit less annoying than Faruko to train. Because Faruko needs 2 wins at least on like the junior year. And practically there's not even graded stakes except for the junior derby thing. So yeah, what's it, the junior one. Yeah. We'll see though. Right, continuing on. So what are your goals here? Gosen Ochaku. Yeah, okay. So it's probably not annoying, so we could go for that one there. Zen Nippon Junior Ryushin. There's not really any Jumon races to deal with early on. I guess I'm gonna quickly set up this one here, the Nambu High, so we have to do something here. I don't want Breeders' Cup. What is this Breeders' Cup? 1800 mile. Okay, let's do 1800 medium then. Okay, that's good enough for rotation. Hoi hoi. Hoi 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 hoi. And then we're gonna add the Ote back in there. Yeah, that should do it. Go. Yoisho! So at this point I can just sit back and relax technically. So yeah, there is that option. We'll see how that goes. Imagine being punched by Wonder Acute. I know. See? Acute again. Yeah, this is fun. Normally, if you do train like in person, since you're willing to take more risk, right? You also have a chance of like getting better score. This one kind of goes like for like a more conservative approach in terms of like training. So yeah, you might miss out a few things sometimes. We'll see. You see like that one there? That should have been fine to train one more time, but since it's like less than half, it's like, oh yeah, just train. But yeah, now that you realize, oh wait, there's actually some parts that you could have used there. Yeah, not just the trade-off, I guess, for these kind of things.
注目の一番。
希望の光見えたかしら。
Okay, so we're gonna let that roll. Normal. Hold on, I'm just gonna open up some for myself. I was say. Mada kana.
今日も
どれ王が見てやる。
Mada ka. Fine. Ah. Hey, this one's fine because the requirement for the junior Zen Nippon Junior Yushun is like
お礼な。
what is it?
そう
1,000 fans, just like hopeful stakes. Just so you know, that's not usually enough though, for like the entry value. Usually you like want to win something first, like the graded stakes, just like how Contra and Quadino did, where they win the Tokyo Sports Nisai. That's it. Tokyo Sports High Nisai Stakes. Right, that one was like, yeah, you win that one. It's like you basically have more than enough winning standard the hopeful stakes. But then Equinox stretched that one up to Satsuki Show. Don't be surprised that you managed to hang on to it though. It's like if there's any slip-ups on his career before that, it's like that are greater than what we see. It's like we couldn't have seen Equinox racing in more G1s than he should have. That's a weirdly, oddly like lucky thing that we have there for Equinox. It's a compliment because the problem with Equinox early on was like he's very fragile. So it's like you kind of want to min-max his races as much as possible. So it's like they ended up with the rotation they had with him. And still managed to cling on to the classic race. So yeah. So we'll see. The strategy-wise, I don't really see any conflict with what I need to deal with here. It's like, yeah, it's not really that different what I would do. So, yeah. It's fine to just let it be. Let the AI deal with it. Well, those kind of things I'd rather risk though. 5 energy can be used for like a lot more than 5 of a certain stat, especially late game. Like in that case, I'd rather just save it up instead. I don't know. It's like, I guess if it is quite difficult to like fully optimize a run. Or like fully customize the AI. Otherwise it'll be too much like details to deal with, right? Oh. So then. Yeah, see that one. Sasuke. Ichibashi Han. Zen Nippon Junior Yushin. That one. Yeah, training effect stuff is good. Got Hora. There's also a shocker you wouldn't win that one there. I guess it's not enough for 400 speed. Maybe that's one. Yeah, during this first half you don't need to worry about like much training. Like many races, so because all the important stuff comes into the second half of the thing. Actually, I need to deal with the rotation real quick. Stop it. I need to check the rotation here. So yes, we have the Kawasaki Kinen. There doesn't seem any trial races need to deal with though. Yeah, I guess that's the case, but still. I want to add on February sticks in there. Yeah. There will be some trial races for the Oka show. So it would be... Which is it? Where is it? Alright, classic year. So there are the trial races here for the Oka show. So it's either the Phillies review or the Tulip show. So either one of these can give you like a priority access to Oka show. So that's gonna be this week's G1 missions and stuff. So be sure to look at that if you're training a Philly. But obviously since I'm training neither, no, we're not doing that today. Also thinking.
ヘルと頑張りましょ
Stuff, oh, yep. We're on like March, almost March. This one usually lasts like 40 minutes training anyway. 30 to 40 minutes. Usually with auto training you can like drop that down by 10 minutes roughly. Nice to see Kopano Ricky. I see you got some dirt skills. Nice. Let's have that honestly. That's fine. What is there? Chili for So, first time passing more. Imagine we get dirt S. And of course we didn't, because I jinxed it. Of course I did. Sasakami. Still, that is quite a lot of traits. I'll take it. Oi, oi.
一緒に運気上げてこうさあ加減はなしよ
I think we don't need to worry too much.
どうもよ
どれ王が見てよ
トレーナーさんが よろしくお願いしますどうもほうほう
Oh, we're finally in summer. Alright, sick, cool. Let's go.
よし
注目の位置
登りがちちゅうやつじゃな じゃね
기대했잖니.
砂浜
ヘルと頑張りましょ
So I expect the stats to auto rebounds like maybe 1,000 speed soon.
う一緒に運気上げてこ
To be fair, I did put like a G1 after the ascent time. Yeah, I did.
万全
ここは負けられ
希望の光見えたかしら
I think I got like a bad skill there. That's not good.
ここは負けら
Let's see, there we go.
ちゅうやつじゃな
1 3/4. Not much enough of a margin. Need more. Need more. And again, part of the whole aspect of training here needs to rely on the amount of traits you have actually. Like, especially when it comes to like training of Musume. If you don't have good traits, it's like you're not gonna get like a very powerful Uma. Even if you have all the RNG, you have all the good cards. Without good traits, it's just not gonna do well. So yeah, that's kind of like the annoying thing about Uma. I guess you just get used to it.
ほいほ
う一緒に運気上げてこ
ここは
ありがちちゅうやつじゃな どうもよろしくお願いしますどっこいしょ
Oh, that's the last date. Yeah, bye. What happened to my motivation? Why did you do that?
いい
I trying to like, hold back on my talking. I know.
注目の位置
Kind of annoying.
ありがちちゅうやつじゃな
I sure should have wanted to stream more, but I couldn't. Kind of thing. And of course, there are some people out there who manage to do just fine, even if they're like disabled, just that they can't talk and still stream. I guess I'm just not creative enough for my output. I guess. And how do you entertain if you can't talk? Maybe some visual parody or something. I don't have that.
注目
I don't have enough. I haven't prepped enough for that, I guess, or maybe I haven't discovered that path yet. If I could do that, then that's very nice. Let me see. Yeah, I think, yeah.
ここは負
Shoot,
け
I
ら
was gonna talk about politics. No, let's not do that.
ちゅうやつじゃな
It's like, you know, certain someone is taking advantage of certain someone else's, like, face, you know, value of, like, seeing face. I guess for Asia, at least, I mean, for China, at least, you know, you have this concept of saving face. It's like even if you had to go basically, you basically need to bend over backwards so that way your face, you won't lose face. You know, so that means even if you're technically so incapable of actually doing the treadmill, but you still need to act strong because if you don't act strong, you're gonna look weak. Yeah, I think that's what a certain country's doing right now against certain things. So, I'd say it's actually a pretty smart move though, using that mentality against them. Even still. But when I look at it on a distance, it's like, oh, it doesn't really make sense. It is what it is. Imagine if I just like branch out to just talk about politics. Because I have been catching up on like quite a few of them. That's just like, it is important after all because like even if I don't want to touch in politics, it's like it does affect a lot of things. Maybe the price of your T-shirt, or maybe you know how easy for you to travel to a certain place, kind of thing, right? It's like important to consider those kind of factors as well. Finally, senior year April. Oh man. So yeah, this was like the reason I just straight up ignore it though. I just straight up let the automobile thing because I didn't really bother with how long it takes. It's like, oh, I just do a bunch of things and then later on I'm back, oh, it's done, kind of thing. Now I'm basically need to consciously wait until it's actually done. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, in a sense, yeah, Musume is kind of like the repetitive type. You have to repeat like a lot of things through the process. The grind never ends. I guess that's what it is. See? 勝てるでしょう. So I need a quick update on the stats that I have right now. What are my current stats? Kashiwa Kinen, yeah, that's pretty much on set there. How's it? Hello, Darman. 30 energy. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We could use a bit more power, but that's fine. I don't mind that. Hero Show should come first. And then I'll have all summer to buff. Shashi no Kan. Now is it ABC Classic? Alright, all summer. Just let it breathe. Makes you wonder though, who's gonna voice Equinox? You need someone who have like a very, what is it? Like a rather smart voice, yet also has that little side that wants to be spoiled kind of voice as well. So, what's the right balance for that kind of voice? I don't know. Maybe someone's like a definitely different aspect because maybe someone's like probably the mature yet like opposite, I guess, because what you want is someone to be that wants to be spoiled, but rather than you know someone that spoils others kind of thing. Right? That's a different perspective. Oh well, we'll see though. We'll see how that goes. I'm not even sure. Oh, here we go. Find something. What if it's the chaser skill, right? Yeah. Yeah. 14. Faruko. I don't have Faruko. Shoot, I should have chosen Faruko. Oh. Oh well, it is something to look forward to, I guess, if you're training dirt. Faruko has a good buff. 諦めちゃダメよ。
ここは負けられない。
終わりがちちゅうやつじゃな。
Right, we're closing in then. Okay. Got a few more. But this one shouldn't be too bad because we don't have an almond eye to stop us in a way. We don't have an almond eye to stop us in the tracks here. Almond eye's main races have been always like mile and medium race. Long distance, no, because the one time she did do that in Arimakinen, she kind of like was feeling a bit sick, so yeah, kind of flopped that year. Lost to Rigashu. Yeah, Rigashu. Okay. I forgot. How do you say her name again? Risugurashu is the katakana. Rigashu, I guess. I don't know. It's French. Blooming French. Of course, it's French when it comes to these pronunciations. Oh damn. Yeah, Rigashu. Yes. But yeah. That year, Rigashu's like victory is like pretty overwhelming, especially when she came back from Coxblade. It was amazing, actually. Like during the late 2010s, I guess, we got quite a lot of strong fillies, and that's what we see here, right? With Lucky Lilac, Almond Eye, yeah, Chronogenesis also is a filly. I only realized that recently. Yeah, other than that, yeah, there's quite a lot of strong fillies to talk about. Right, in that era. Still, awaiting that Equinox edition and that Dubai scenario, maybe. A Dubai scenario would be nice. I'd ever like that. Dubai scenario, a Saudi scenario is actually not bad at all. Even though Saudi, there's only like what is it? There's only a G1. I think the only G1's like Saudi Cup itself. Yeah, see. Yeah. Again, since we don't have Almond Eye here to stop us, we're fine. We don't have an Almond Eye to stop us, but still. Yeah. Again, I really like to look at that like potential scenario edition. Dubai win, Saudi win. Right. You already did the Arc, played the Lock the Triumph. How about the others? Right. Not to mention Breeders' Cup too. I mean, technically, you do have something like that, like the Breeders' Cup also, like Musume. But it's not exactly the type that we're looking forward to. その名は、その伝説の名は、ワンダーキュート。I mean, talking about sound, yeah, definitely would like to see Forever Young. If you didn't know, yeah, there's like what is it? Saudi Cup commissioned an anime for Forever Young to be made, and there's an extension to that too. It's like post Saudi Cup they made like a follow up. It's like what was it, like 1 hour? That's it, not 1 hour. It's like 1 day. I mean, on the Saudi Cup thing, they have like an extra like minute long worth of content there. I know those scenes kind of reminds you of what is it? Kita-san Black versus Sato no Crown on Tenno Show, 2017. That it was like that kind of like screen there actually. It was amazing. Nice to see. But still, let's get these ones. Get the standard skills. Chukyodi. Do we have S anywhere? No. No S's. Let's focus on strategy skills first. Senko. Or like the graduate max, what's it? Versatility skills first. Dato. Anything else? Senko's nice. What is Inko Hosei? Kaitakusha. Dato Kono. Ara. なんか足りないね. Whatever. Yeah, we'll just leave it as is. That's whatever. I guess I'm gonna need like Kirimono, I guess. Kiremono if I wanted to max trade some dirt horses. Togon Chunil, Buchika Tobu! This one. Yeah, we'll stick to like dirt main races so that we have some flexibility left behind. Yeah, that's fine. Chuban, no, it's fine. I don't need to worry about middle leg. I'd rather do it at the end. Imagine we ran out of gas before we reach the end, right? That'd be terrible. UE6 or even worse. As expected. You can't really trust like these kind of things here. Like for example these ones. To like make you very broken Umas. Unless you have like all the good traits ready. I'll continue this line. Mainly because there's the dirt line here. But I think yeah, probably it's fine to just stick with this one then. This one. Multiple races there to work with. Anyway, it's not really impressive for the amount of like, traits we're getting. But to be honest here, it's not really gonna be compatible with many Umas. So, not really much of a point to pull for that one there. Hi. Yeah, follow. Good to have like a dirt, what's it, Kopano Riki there. I think I do have a Kopano Riki, I just have her like zero break. Fans there for Kopano Riki. Trial races and Okasho. So run 2 fillies that can do that and that should be fine. If wondering someone like Cesario, oh yeah, Cesario's not yet trained up, right? You have Major Dorbear, you have Vodka, Diver Scarlets. Those two are really like what is it? Fillies, so you could use them to go for the Phillies Triple Crown approach. There shouldn't be much of a problem for you to get those trial races. Now, if we're talking about like a short distance included, then maybe you want to put someone like Nishiro Flower? Yeah, probably that would be nice. Yeah. So with that said, let's do that one more race there because it's the timer. I'm protecting. Exactly 2 hours. Yoi timing. Okay, just go down. Right, so we're just gonna have the BGM running in the background, and then I'm gonna, what is it? I'm gonna deal with the races that happened for the past week or so. Marvelous! Suffering is real. I know, need to. I know. Right. So let's put that out of the way. Horizontal. Right, time to review some races today. I need to put that one there. Which one is it? This one? Yeah, this one. I'm also gonna need one more tab for actually watching the races. Which one are we doing first? We're doing Takamatsu no Miyaki. I'm gonna type that real quick. Right. Okay, so time to review some races that I missed out from last time. So last Sunday we had the Takamatsu no Miyakinen. Let me see if I can find it. Here. Yeah, let's go with this one here. Right, here we go. So we have the full results for Takamatsu no Miyakinen, and we also see like the favorites and such. So as you can see here, we got the full form if you wanted to check the odds and everything, and we also have the field. I'm just going to use the field as a quick reference real quick. So top favorite is Namura Claire, jockey Christophe Lemaire. Second favorite Satono Rev, Joel Moreira, and third favorite Lugo, Nishimura there. And then Mad Cool, Sakaryuse, fourth favorite. Fifth favorite is Toshi Macau, Yokohama Takeshi. Amakocha Takeshi, Kawada Yuga. But yeah, as you can see here, for the most part, it's like all the racers here don't really have much like a weight change compared to the last race. So that wasn't really a factor to determine who would win or something like that, right? So when we look at the results, you'll see some of them are like, oh, they did better. Some of them is like, it's totally sunk. Because the conditions are rated as good. Ryobaba, it's they treated it as like, what is it? If I remember, the Christian value is like 9.2 or something like that. So, so it's like it's still considered like what is it? Good to firm almost in those kind of conditions. So when you consider that one there, yeah, it's better for like the ones in front. But at the same time, also because it's a short distance race, we also have like a very high pace thing going on here. So we can have a look here at the result here. Satono Rev won, right, at 1 minute 7.9. And then Namura Claire came 3/4 of length behind. And Mamakocha is like third place, 1 1/4 lengths behind. After that, Toshi Macau came in fourth. Marcos and Lugal sank a bit actually, ended up 6-7 respectively. Mainly the advantage, I guess, McCool won last year is because of the poor turf conditions. Because for the past like 5-6 years actually, the turf conditions for Takamatsu no Yuki is actually not that good. So yeah, that's why it's usually like the favorites kept sinking at those times, right? But now that the turf conditions are better this year, you see like a lot of the favorites, right, still doing pretty well, right? They, as you can see, literally the last one is Lugal at 7th place, right? There aren't any favorites that really sank too badly, right? And even like anyone that's like less popular, this one's like Mamakocho, right? 6th favorite, right? That's still 14.6 on the odds there. Asian Fencer also, right? 26. So it's like it's not really too bad, right? There's not any, how to say, major upsets that gone on with this race here. It's more or less expected, we'll see. So yeah. And to explain the situation here, we can go ahead and check the footage. And I guess I could what is it? I guess I could play the audio a little bit. Guess that's fine. 5%. Kansai Terebi, Kantere. So this is their commentary. So I want you to look at the speed also, right? Marco has been alright start there. As you can see, 18 already screwed up already. I mean, the start was already rude. When it comes to short distance, actually, you're kind of penalized already for like having not a good run like that. So it's like, yeah, it's like Satono Rev here has like a pretty decent start as well. Right, Asian Fencer also, pretty standard start there. Toshi Macau's a little bit slow off the gate. And Mamakocha also has a pretty alright start there. Have a look here. Do you have the speed indicators? Here we go. Speed indicators. So as you can see, it's like, when it comes to short pace races, right? Short distances, you go all the way up to like 70 kilometers, right? Per hour kind of range. It goes even higher than that sometimes too. But have a look at this, because Mad Cool's on the inside, right? You'd think that is a good position, but as you'd see from the results just now, it wasn't good. Right, it wasn't good because he ended up stuck inside, right? And we have Asian Fence on the outside, they're not too bad. Number 2, Wind Greatest kind of flopped there. Right, Wind Greatest in front, trying to lead the pace there, but it didn't end up well. Field. We'll just open on field first. Big Caesar also trying to lead also there, but not doing that ended too well. Because again, when you spend so much speed on this like beginning here, you're kind of tempted to, because there's the straight here is pretty long, right? You can kind of like split the course into 3 spots. You have like the back stretch, the turn, this U-turn here, which is like around the third of the course, and you have the home stretch, which is like around 400 meters or 500 meters. So when you consider that, you can split this whole thing into 3 parts here, and as you can see, they expended quite a lot of speed on this first half, right? So what ended up happening is the ones that like stayed on the middle to the back were the ones that still have the stamina, and they won. And lo and behold, they are the favorites, except for Mad Cool. But even Mad Cool would slow down at this point, right? Because it's too fast paced. Musume, I really want to cheer for her, but just wasn't her day today. And look at that speed, 72 kilometers per hour here, right? Mamakocho's there, right? Satono Rev here staying on the inside after Mad Cool. Right, pretty good position, right? And then we have number 17 there, not really doing too good, I'd say. Yeah, drop a light. And then we have Namura Claire there. Namura Claire over here, inside here. As you can see, it's like the favorites, right there, right? Toshi Macau, right? Travestia is like a bit too old already. I'm surprised a 10-year-old is still racing, right? Travesura, look at that, 10-year-old horse still racing, man. 5 little mates, you should go to steeplechase. But yeah, we have these ones here, 5 and 11. 5 is off trail, and then 11 is Suzukalum. So even though those have like really good turn of foot there, it's like even if they have good turn of foot, they didn't manage to catch up because the pace already slowed down to 62 on this turn here. See how much the turn already like replenishes the, or was it? Cuts down the speed. Like 5 seconds ago, it's like 72, right? As soon as they reach the turn, look at that speed drop. Look at this speed drop. This is like about the time you gotta start making a move, because they're slowing down for the curve. Because you can't really go too fast on the curve unless it's, what is it? It's slightly tilted on purpose, right? Like banked angle, right? You don't have much that in Japan, so it's like you have to slow down. And what's the safety cruising speed? It's like around 60 kilometers an hour. So it's like, let's say 62, roughly, right? So you see, like, everything just starts slowing down on this curve, right? So at this point, it kind of rewards the ones that were running around 66 or 64 kilometers an hour. Like Satono Rev there, look at that, he's on the middle there. Mad Cool also. But the difference between Mad Cool and Satono Rev is that Satono Rev has a pretty good control as to how it's going to come out of the curve. Whereas Mad Cool was stuck on the inside and couldn't go much further. Right, look at that. Namura Clear and what is it? Toshi Macau is back there as well. Right? So these ones will be too late to come out in front. Look at that. They're too late already. Like number 5 is already starting to make his move, but it's already too late. Right? Mad Cool is here, yes. Look at that. But as you can see, he's stuck. Most maybe trapped him inside there. Mama Kocha has a good clearance on the outside. Namura Clear is starting to veer outside here. Right? So you can see like some of them have good positions here. Satono Rev though, look at that. Look at Magic Man. Look at the Magic Man. Yeah, he's already making his way out there like Dole Deuce did on the Derby. Right? Similar movements there. Again, Mad Cool trying to come out. He can't. He can't come out. Most Meme is in the way. This one's also in the way. Look at that. A lot of them in the way here. You can't go much in front. Asian Fencers here starting to move up forward here. And it's already blocking Mad Cool also. So even Mad Cool wants to come out here with Sakaryuse. Right? It's not possible because everyone's just blocking. The front racers, they were starting to slow down. Look at that. they're losing their steam on this part of the race. I told you Macau was there. He ended fourth because he got blocked, mainly also. Yeah, and then you have Namura Clear. Right, look at that. Namura Clear is out here with Christophe Lemire. Has a good line of sight, but since she was too far back, Namura Clear, Satoru Rev's turn of foot was like more or less equal. More or less equal in that regard, but it was too late because set up too far back. If you could see some turn of foot stats real quick. Turn of foot stats? Oh, God damn it, I need to read the Japanese one. Hold on, let me read the Japanese website. Here we go. Turn of foot, look at that. Now Muracler has the faster turn of foot, right? But again, it's like the same situation with Doldius and Equinox on the Derby, right? Equinox has a faster turn of foot, but since both Namura Clear and Equinox are so far back, that Satono Rev and Doldius managed to still outrun both of them, right? So it's the same situation again. But yeah, Mamagocha and Tosha Macau had a good turn of foot there. Again, Tosha Macau could have been better, but he got blocked. So yeah. As you can see, look at that. The top four are the ones with the fastest last three furlongs. That's because they saved their stamina to the end, right? Look at where the front runners came into, right? Let's see, where is it? We saw 2 and 3 running in front, right? Look at that, Big Caesar flopped down to 9th place here, right? Look at that time, like a whole second behind. Satono Rev. You know who else was right in front? Win Greatest. Look at this, 16th place. Right. So all those front runners there in the front, like who are trying to push in all that pushing all that front there while they're doing the back stretch. They ran out of stamina. They ran out of steam. So at this point, it's like they don't have the kick to go forward, and therefore they flopped. Look at that. But yeah. As for Lugal, though, I'm not really sure what messed up Lugal, but what did mess up Lugal in the race? Yeah, see, look at this. Mamagocha has a good position there. Satono Rev here. Number clear coming out from the outside. And look at this, we got like most of the positions set up here, right? Look at that. Right, Tosha Macau, like again, same situation as Soul Orients, gets blocked on this part, so that's why Takeshi can like weave them out between the two, right? He has this, he has this space between Namura Clear and Satono Red, but that's already closing in. There's no space to go in between, right? So that's why Takeshi had to settle with fourth. But even still, it was indeed faster than Asian Fencer, right? Look at that. Look at that. Matt Cool finally got his way out, but it's really too late. Right? Lugal was there. Managed to be there, but it's not really that powerful, right? Look at that. He's one of the front runners. Right? Lugal's one of the front runners. Again, like I said before, when you're on the front on like a sprinter's thing, the only reason you want to stay in front is if you're guaranteed to have the stamina to last the entire race. But Lugal's case, he didn't have the stamina. Look at that. He started flopping there, right? Started to sink behind. Right. He still has the front at that time, but then look at this. Look at where they are around the 100 meters mark. Right, this one's approaching the 400 meter mark, right? Lugal's still in the front, right? Look at that. 400 meters out. Lugal's in front. Mamagocha's here. And then Travis not really. Tosha Macau's here stuck, right? Satono Rev is coming out here. And then we have Namura Clear there. Look at them, right? Look at the first four. They're at the back. They're at the back. In fact, this is the 5th place, right? This is the 5th place. Asian Fencer, right? Look at the top 5. They're on the back. Right. Mad Cool is there on 7th place. And Lugal still managed to cling on to like 6th or 7th there, right? Just look at that. It's like they have the stamina remaining to finally do this last push here. Right, speed is still 64, right? Still super fine. Asian Fencer here. But then look at this. Mama Kocha, Satono, Rev, Lugo coming in here, trying to get in front, but is already exhausted by this point. And then we have Namura Clear here, trying to find his way out with Christopher Mayer. Mad Cool, trying to come out. Don't have space. Almost maybe in the way, right? Look at this. So we're at the 200 now. Look at that. Lugo's still in front, but he's already saying that you could lose steam already here. Even Big Caesar, right? Right, so unlike Wind Greatest, right, these two still have some steam in them, but it's just not enough. Asian Fencer even surpassed them there. Mamakocha made the first move, right? It wasn't bad, but it just so happens that we have two people who reserve even more, or two horses that held more stamina left. So that's why Satoru Rev and even Namura Clear came up in front. Right, look at where Toshi Macau is too. Right, Toshi Macau decided to go inside there with Takeshi. Look at that. Wall between Mamakocha and Asian Fencer. Tries to go out. Look, wall. Satoru Rev, Namura Clear, Mamakocha. Literally blocked by the first tree. So that's why, yeah, that's why Toshi Macau got fourth there. Right, finally cleared ahead of the Asian Fencer there. But look at that, it's already too late. It's already too late. Wall. Can't go out anymore. Too late. Wire. It's the wire. And there we go. That's it. Satoru Rev, Magic Man doing his magic right there. This like Equinox and Dodu's all over again, except in short distance, dear lord. But yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's why even though Toshi Macau still has some steam left, all that blocking made Toshi Macau unable to catch past Mamakocha. Look at that, right? Look at that. As they're trying to hit the wire there, it's actually closing in. That means it's blocked. So yeah, that's what we have there with the what's it? Takanatsu no Miyakinen. Asian Fencer there, Mad Cool, Lugal there, and then number 17 Drop of Light. In that order. So yeah, look at that. Look at how spread out they are, right? This is like, yeah, pretty nice. And then they finally spread out this wide here. Oh, wait, look at that. Toshi Macau finally has a way out there right past the wire. So, yeah. I mean, sure, there weren't any, like, major flops, right? Everyone finished within, like, 2-3 seconds, right? Look at this. What's the last finishing time? 107.9, 110.3. Within 3 seconds still. But look at that, right? Most of these on the back here lost a lot of stamina, right? Lugo managed to hang on pretty well there, but even still, he was part of the front pack who like really went it out of that 72 kilometers per hour thing there, right? Big Caesar also, right? Between the three that were in front there, these two handled it pretty alright, but then you have Wind Greatest who flopped. I'm sure that if you want to stay high speed, you gotta be consistent with it. Or save your strength and leave it to the last 3 furlongs. Right? Because this is where you really want to have that nice kick onto it. So it's not really too surprising with the results we have here. Right? There's not really major flops. Right? Where's the third favorite? Here. Lugo. He's still 7th place. Yeah, Lugo's still 7th place. Look at that. Right. And then, what is it? Let's see that. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6th, 7th, 8th favorite. Right? It's like almost all the, what is it? Even the top 8 favorites settled within the top 9 places. Right? So it's like, yeah. I mean, maybe if you have like a ticket, it's like who would be the 8th place you get Drop on Light, then yeah, you probably win a lot, but still. It is kind of like a more predictable race than the past Takamatsu no Miyakinens. Main reason being, look at these turf conditions. What is this? What is that race in Nagoya? Yamete chodai? Look at this. Last year, Omobaba is like basically yielding to soft, basically. Yeah, almost basically yielding on that there, and then this is just straight up soft. Right, yielding, yielding. You see that so many years of Takamatsu no Miyakinen, where the terms conditions are just not ideal, and then suddenly you pop in a year that's ideal, right? So what you end up with is, well, the expected winners to have the first place, right? So that's why. I mean, yeah. Is it expected? Yes, very much expected. We kind of expected like these victors here. Anyways, second set of the race is Osaka High, if you can find that. I go just type Village Opera. Yeah, we'll just type Village Opera. Yeah. Village Opera. I got his name right? Yes. Nailed it. Now for the Osaka here, yeah, I think I'll just see the JP Netcape information because it's kind of more detailed. So yeah, Magic Man did it. Look at that, Magic Man. Next one, this one, Osaka High. There's a lot I like to say about Soul Orients, actually, but yeah, look at that white sweat and Ekoro Wolves. You done pretty well for this race too, but still, dang, that sweat. So, we'll have a look here. Total time lapse here is around 2 seconds, 0.1, even for the last racer there. So, in a sense, actually, they're kind of like high carried by this like extreme pace set by the shield. The shield set this like breakneck race pacing of 57.5 seconds on the first 1,000 meters. What are we doing? Twin turbo? It's very useful actually for like good times, but still. Look at this. Alright. Let's look at this. So yeah, first place Bellagio Opera. Basically makes him win 2 Osaka heists in a row. Lord Del Rey Lord Del Rey got second place. Yoho Lake, who won a graded stake, got third. Ekoro Waltz got fourth by a nose actually. Yeah, pretty close on that one there. All Basics stayed on 5th. Like, he tried setting the pace, but kind of fell a little bit behind because he lost quite a lot of steam chasing after the shield. This shield. How do you say your name? Desierto. Yeah. Look at this. Whole Biscuits 5th place. Justin Palace 6th place. Alright. Sixpence flopped at 7th place. Takeshi Naniaton. Bulldog Hosh got 8th place. Cosmo Kurana managed to be same place with him actually. And the Soul Orients. Lavel. Oh wow, Kita-san Black Duables, I guess. Duables right there. I probably ruined my throat for this one, but please let me finish. And his character is actually surprisingly active at 9 years old. Look at that. Look at that. Still pumping 157.1, right? Makes you think maybe he can run Satsuki show and probably win it at this age. But yeah, Stellenbosch was a major major disappointment here. The shield and then Al-Nashim. So yeah. So these are the orders here. Koreirana. Yeah, look at these Turnifoots. 34-1 for Bellagio Opera. So probably he's just sustaining a standard pace there and then being in front there. Lord Del Rey. And Ekoro was a pretty good Terrafoot there. Yoho Lake managed to surpass what is it? Echo Waltz on the wires. That's amazing there. Now look at these Tenderfoots. 34-2 for Justin Palace, right? Now it's actually not too bad. The Tenderfoot is actually not too bad. But at this point, since you like spent a lot like speed trying to catch up to the high pace here, it's like you're kind of losing a lot of like the speed here. But look at this, right? Still managed to cling on to 6th place there. Sixpence sank because he stuck too close to the front. Soul Orients. I want you to look at this data, right? 1 minute 56.9. 0.7 seconds behind Bellagio Opera, yes. But look at this. 33.5. Right. So it's like, normally we think of Soul Orients as like what is it? Heavy turf specialist? As like, he prefers bad turf. And yet, look at him. Look at Soul Orients here. 33.5. 33.5 on the last 3 furlongs. 8 on the back, on pace, and still managed to dish out a sub 157 time. Right. Due to the high pace here. Honestly, if this race was more standard pace, Soul Orients actually would have had a better chance of winning. But the problem is, Soul Orients couldn't do a sustained high pace. He could only save until like the final straight. Once he reaches the final straight, that's where he unleashes his devastating kick there. But yeah, he still has it. I believe in the sun that will rise once again. Soul Orients. But yeah, Lavelle is there though. 34.4, a little bit slow, honestly. I guess Phillies do find a harder time, like the Orkita-san Black do find a harder time to make good markings for themselves, so it's a little bit unfortunate there. But Stellenbosch, those are no Magic Man. Those are no Magic Man. I guess Stellenbosch really hates high pace then. I guess you gotta be careful. Whoever sets the pace is the one that might ruin some powerful horses, like Stellenbosch, I guess. Just dear lord. Hey, look at that. Top favorite, 6 pence sank. Second favorite, Bellagio Opera. I don't know why isn't Bellagio Opera top favorite. I want you to look at his record. Bellagio Opera. Look at his record here. Look at all these wins. Where are they? Where is his win? Hanshin, Tokyo, Nakayama. Right, that's fine. Nakayama lost, right? Tokyo lost, right? G3, Hanshin, win. Right, Kyoto, second place. Osaka, Hanshin, win. Takarazuka, Kyoto, third place. Right. Didn't do too well on the Kanto race courses, relatively speaking. Yet somehow in Kansai, he just gets a buff. Like for some reason, like whenever he goes to Kansai, the Bellagio Opera just gets a buff here. Maybe because Kazuo is better at doing this kind of race, but still, I mean, that's why I chose him as banker, right? I mean, the only reason I lost my tick was because my second banker was Stellenbosch. God damn it. My second banker was Stellenbosch. I banker Bellagio Opera, that was my correct choice. The wrong choice was the banker Stellenbosch. Why did I do that? I have no idea. But yeah, I should have chosen a sole banker, which is Bellagio Opera. Bellagio Opera does pretty well in Kansai, honestly. It's like pretty much Bellagio Opera, Kazuo, Yokoyama Kazuo. Pretty much, yeah, just banker. Don't even think. Remember Takarazuka Kinen? Still got third place after Soul Orients. Banker. Just shut up and banker it. But still. Have a look at this, right? Soul Orients has started first very strong. Yoho Lake could be a potential G1 winner. He has some G1 potential here. Right. Because he can sustain this high pace and still has the fastest starter foot to match Soul Orients. That's what's interesting here too, because both of them kind of came out almost at the same time, but because of how the jockey positioned them and how the quirkiness of Soul Orients, Yoho Lake actually had a much better use with his 33.5. Whereas Soul Orients had to use his 33.5 going to the far outside and then coming up in front. Which is too late by then, right? It's like there's some room here where that 33.5 could be made into good use had Soul Orients be able to overcome his awkwardness of not liking being stuck behind horses. Once he's overcome that, he would become pretty unstoppable. But the problem is he doesn't. He still has that quirk up until this very day. Right. And this I'm hoping here is that we need to have a jockey that can utilize Soul Orients' turn of foot and stir him out of danger without always having to rely to shove all the way to the outside. Because that's what happened with Soul Orients also in the last race he did, right? He ended up 5th place. Right, fastest turn of foot again. But the reason he lost because he was stuck in the horse on the back there because Chelvania somehow lost the team. Right? Okay, that's all the Soul Orients, right? How many times he got the fastest turn of foot? Right, look at that. This year's race plan. Both times he has the fastest turn of foot. Hakuna Zakakinen, that's like bad turfs, fastest turn of foot. Right, on par with Blow the Horn, but could be even faster had he not been blocked. Right, imagine. But what is this? Omo Baba. Right? This is heavy ground. This is yielding heavy to yielding. He puts out 34.0 while being blocked. So imagine if he could do like 33.4 or 33.6 even. On that condition. And he's still putting out 33.5 on a good condition. So I mean, honestly, ground doesn't seem like to be a problem for Soul Orients. It's just awkwardness. The awkwardness is being stuck on the back or stuck behind a wall that's been holding back Soul Orients here. I believe in the sun and it rise again. But yeah, Osaka High kind of flopped there because Takeshi was experimenting a potential Senko method or like a Makuri method where he tries to like use a bit more time to come up in front using the corner. But Soul Orients unfortunately isn't that kind of horse, so yeah, it kind of flopped there. Look at this. Somehow 33.3 is still not the 3rd fastest. Wait, what? Oh, okay. No wonder. But yeah, Soul Orients also got blocked at that time. Well, how many times does Soul Orients have to be blocked? This time he got blocked, where was it? Tenosho Aki, right? This autumn, Tenosho Autumn, he flopped because he was marking, Takeshi was marking Liberty Island, and Liberty Island flopped! So Orients had to have a swerve around her, and they get 7th place. And the Japan Cup, Takeshi, oh, let's try putting him in front. Flop. Of course he flopped. He's not supposed to be in the front. I don't think he is. Kita-san Black? No, you need to treat him like Duramente. You need to treat him like Olafave. Not Kita-san Black. Kita-san Black can only stay in the front. The main reason Taki Yutaka did that was because Kita-san Black was sturdy enough to handle that front pace. Right? That's why even if he dished out 35-2 for the last 3 furlongs, it was still acceptable. Because he can be that sturdy. He was that sturdy. Right? And all the times that Kita-san Black raced, the pacing was always slow. Like medium to slow. Right? Because whenever you let Kita-san Black control the pace, he could get away with 35.2. That's because he was controlling the pace. It's like it's slow enough that the ones on the back can't catch up even with a faster turn of foot. But it's also fast enough that it's also consuming the stamina so that the ones on the back can't catch up in time. Right? It's that kind of logic. That's why he could get away with 35.2. Right? But nowadays when the paces can be faster, right? That's why Soul Orients would flop. Right? And then this one here, look at these ones here also, right? Look at that. Look at these numbers. Right? He did well in his third-year-old career still, but I mean, and the flop started beginning from here, honestly. I still see hope for the sun, I guess. Yeah, I hope that the sun would rise again. We haven't even talked about the main race. I haven't even gone into actual race itself. So yeah, let's get on here. Ekuro Walls. Last one in. And they're off in the Osaka High. As you can see, the Soul Orange actually has not bad of a start. Look at that, right? Look at the start. It's actually not bad. Right. Ekuro Waltz also tried to get up in front there with the Muro. But then look at that. This was the shield. Right. Very late to the start there, yet look at what Kenshi's gonna try to do. Sixpence trying to take the lead here. Bellagio Opera, Whole Biscuits. Right. At this point, you'd be thinking, okay, Whole Biscuits is a good pacemaker. Right. And what we know from Whole Biscuits is that the way he sets the pace, it's usually pretty stable. Around 59-60 seconds. Right. That's like the average speed you want. You want a standard pace, then you go with Whole Biscuits. That's the one you should be marking. Right. And look at this positioning, right? Your whole leg's like far back there. Soul Orient's falling back here, because look at the speed here. Right. Normally, you don't want to go too fast, especially. I mean, yeah, the only reason you want to go fast is because you want to get the position you want. But look at this. Justin Powell's in the middle, Lavo in the middle. Bulldog Hosh stay in the middle also. Your whole leg's staying back there together with Soul Orients. Right, Sten and Bush can't really get the front there. Cosmo Kuranda inside the Ekuro Waltz. Alright, look at that. And then look at the shield. All the way in the back there. But look at the speed. Look at the speed here. As soon as they got this fast here, I knew that Soul Orients was doing the correct pace. Like, Soul Orients is doing the actual pace that is supposed to be standard. Right. If this race was rather than standard pace, Soul Orients' position is actually perfect. Like, rather than position relative to the racers, a position relative to what time he needs to be where, basically. Again, look at this. Whole Biscuits is like trying to speed up there, right? Finally starting to settle down around here as they reach a turn. But look at the shield. Look at the shield. He's like trying to come in front here, right? Now he finally starts settling down. Whole Biscuits finally starts settling down as he meets the curve. But look at the shield. Right. Trying to throw himself out there. Justin Palace in the middle there for some reason. Bulldog Hosh, Sten Bush, your whole lake, and the Soul Orients are far back, right? Look at this. Right. And unironically, this is actually the correct position. And ironically, this is the correct position because look at this. Look at what the shield is doing. Look at what he's doing. Look at what the shield's doing. He's just tossing everyone out now. Now, Whole Biscuit is kind of slightly like taunted by that. It's also like trying to keep like a higher pace than usual. Because otherwise, you'd see like the shield. Oh, look at that. See? Look at that. Look at that. Whole Biscuit is a good pace setter because look at this. The shield's just rampaging in front, but Whole Biscuits is here, right? This is the pace they would go for, right? But since they took so much time like speeding up there, right, with an accelerated pace, so Orange is like tossed up all the way back here. Your whole lake is second last. Look at that. Look at this position difference here, right? This is essentially what costed them their pacing, even though they have the fastest turn of foot. Both of them have the fastest turn of foot, and yet look at that. Now look at this, as they reach 1,000-meter mark here, right, that's 1,000-meter mark, look at that. That one's already 57.5. Right, let me try to time it right. Right, so... so I'd say roughly around here, right, the 1,000-meter mark. Hello. Right, this is 1,000-meter mark, right? 1, 2. Right, that's around 59 seconds there, right? For Soul Race to reach the 1,000-meter mark. So, so yeah, Soul Orients is actually running a standard pace race fine. Right, if this was a standard pace race, Soul Orient's position makes perfect sense. But this is a high pace race because the Shield decides to run away like that. Decides to tear away in front like that. Whole Biscuit's sitting like 58 seconds, a bit faster than usual. That's why you don't see him go further up in the rankings. Right, but then look at this, right? The position difference between Soul Orients and Yoho Lake. Right, that's the main difference why they end up with the massive difference in their position. Right, look at this, right? Look at this. Dropping fast to 60 now. Right, as you can see, whole Biscuits' position. Right, it started to catch up. Look at that. They have like a consistent thing. That means their shield is not speeding up anymore. Right, look at that. Losing steam right there. See, the position with Whole Biscuits is actually nearly perfect. But the reason why Sixpence and Whole Biscuits lost there is because this is considered too fast for them. Yet for Bellagio Opera, this is actually a very good pace for him. Right. Right. Marking a Whole Biscuits was the correct choice here because he actually handled like a stable pace. But the active chasing of Takeshi here made it so that Sixpence ran out of steam. But look at this here, right? So as Bellagio Opera comes out of here, he makes his way out. Now look at where the positions everyone else is. Look at Soul Orients. It's good that he's all the way out here already, right? This is nice positioning by the jockey Matsuyama-san. Matsuyama Kohei, yeah, by Matsuyama jockey. But the problem is, you gotta remember, these horses will spread out, so he get blocked. Look at where Yoho Lake is. In the middle. In the middle. Who's this jockey? Iwata Mirai. Iwata Mirai did a very good job here navigating Yoho Lake on the inside here. Lodore has a good position here as well. Look at this. Right. So he is finally catching up, but then he lost so much ground by going this far out. Even though this is a good positioning. All Biscuits lose a bit of steam. Sixpence lost a lot of steam. The shield pretty much sank there. Look at Yoho Lake's position. Look at that. Like, Soul Orients is catching up. Look at the speed. It looks like he's going to make it there, but look at that. Look at this here. Like, Lodore is getting there. Look at that position of Yoho Lake. It's honestly impressive he managed to swerve through all this mess here, but luckily, Whole Biscuits is close to the rails, and Girl Waltz is closer out there. So there's like a free passage for Yoho Lake there. Right. There's some rewards taken there, obviously. Obviously, Bellagio Opera, Lord Duray. And then you have Yoho Lake inside. And then Girl Waltz outside, Whole Biscuits 5th place. Justin Palace, 6pence. Bulldog Horse, and then Osmo Kiranda. They're both in the same place there. Look at that. Soul Orients could have actually caught up to them even better. And Lavel's right there. Look at that. Right. It's like it's fine technically. Like, Soul Orients' race is fine, but it's not enough for a high pace race. If this was a high pace race, this would have been perfect. Like, if this was a high pace race, it's actually perfect for Soul Orients for a comeback. But it's not. You gotta thank the shield for that. So, yeah, look at that. Do you see the record time? No, we don't see record time. Of course we don't. But yeah. That's what it is with Osaka High. Basically, what you should learn here is banker always for Bellagio Opera, Yokohama Kazuo. Right, pretty much they know what to do on the Kansai race course. When you see this combo, you see a Kansai race course, just banker them. Yeah, because look at this. Justin Palace, I'd say this was a fast pace, but unlike the Tenno show where he got second place after Equinox, this one stayed at the back, right? 23 Equinox, right? This one, right? Justin Palace stayed at the back, and ironically, it's with Takeshi. Takeshi is the one at the back, right? So it's like, yeah. Look at that, faster turn of foot, 33.7. Why? Because it stayed at the back. Plus, there was enough time for acceleration because it was a Tokyo race course. The Tokyo Futsal race course. Whereas if you look at like maybe his past races here, right? Where does he perform well? Kyoto. But this was a rainy day also, so there's also that reason. Right? Yeah, classic races didn't do too well. Anima flopped somewhat. Look at his places actually, it's not too bad per se. The positions aren't too bad per se, but look at this. 10 of foot wise, he doesn't really go faster than 33.7. The only reason he got 33.7 is because he saved up enough at the back. Right. He never pushed out anything faster than 34.2. Oh, 33.0 here, yeah, maybe, but that's because it was a slow pace. Right, it was a slow paced race, that's why we have 33.0 there. But since it was a high pace, his turn of foot kind of took a cut there. Right. So yeah, I'd say pretty average. Maybe it's a good way to use like adjusting powers as like a threshold. I feel like he could benefit more with the longer straight. So yeah, that's where I end up here with Osaka High. It is alright, I guess, but is it ideal? Not really. It would be better, but what else? Right, Dubai. We're moving on to Dubai. Where is the information for Dubai? This one. No. Because that one's not it. It doesn't show the Kaigai races, I guess. Kaigai race aru? I guess I'll just bring up the news then. Where's the news? Race情報 No. 新聞 news. Kaga Gigabyte. There we go. Right. So let's try to bring up some major races here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's their total ticket sales, I guess. Let's see. What kind of fun? Where is it? I think there'd be like a post that you would think there'd be a post where it shows like where the what is it? Where all of the races are in. Because I couldn't really that properly. Or our course sprint. No. Where's the compilation thing? No? I guess not. Shoot. Yeah, I mean Geoglyph was like yeah, they tossed him to the far outside. Imagine getting the number 24. Yeah, of course he'd flop. And even Equinox didn't manage to win his fate on gate 18. He lost at second place. Even Equinox couldn't win gate 18. So I would expect gate 20. Yeah, Geoglyph ain't winning that one. He was basically out of luck that day. Let's see here. I guess we'll need to check the race results then. Forever Young is literally not first place than third place kind of force. Okay, omoshiroi. Yeah. So this is the race result for Divine World Cup. Oh, okay, we can use this one. Hi, Tasukaru. Right, so let's see here. What races do I need to look at? Uh, I guess for the G2 races, I'm just gonna quickly skip through them, and then G1 races, I'm gonna cover them properly. We have this one here, Godolphin Mile. Yeah. Apparently we have this horse here called Kasupetrin that got 3rd place here. I never heard of him. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from, Carnaggio? Dang. You never heard of him, but he somehow got 2nd place on a G3 race, got 3rd place on a G2 race. And I go, where is it though? 3rd place on a G2 race, and it's still Dubai. So, yeah, that's surprising. Hey, I pretty much expected here. Pretty much this is the only race where the favorite is what has won. Raging Torrents. Yeah. I don't know what to say other than, yeah, I guess, that's much it. There's not much to be expected from Dirt 1600, though. Peptil Nile, I feel like his odds were a little bit meh. Look at this, Peptil Nile, right, look at this. Like, he didn't win last year, he won the year before that. Right. And after that, he didn't really do too well after that. Look at that. It's like, he was on the fire, basically, in 2024. And ever since the Champions Cup, it's like, yeah, 4th, 5th, 4th. Yeah, flopped on this one. Not sure what's the cause of that was mainly, but yeah. I guess couldn't handle the American high pace. Because for American dirt horses, they really love their high paces. High pace racing, so that's why. That's why it's mainly a flop for them there. Yeah, between these two here, yeah, Peptil Nile flopped, but Kasupetrin got 3rd place there. Thank you, Demu. Thank you, Christian Demu. Yeah, Arcor Sprint. Oh dear. Yeah, I guess I have to show it then. Dubai. Dubai World Cup 2025. Kinda hurts me to show this one, but yeah. Where's the compilation? I forgot. Where did I have it? World Cup. No. The one that had it this week. Oh, I guess this one's fun. So, by World Horse Racing, the compilation for everything. Alright, because the first 2 races are locked to locals only, so they won't be counted. This one is... yeah, this one's also local only. Actually, no, this one's a different one, but no Japanese horses are racing the first 2 races, that's why. This one was won by... I forgot, who was it? Dubai Future. Double Major got 2nd place, actually. But the main reason we ended up something like this is because, what is it? 10 of foot kind of thing. Because the pace was too slow. Continuous has the trait of Japanese horse because even though he's Irish trained, he's still a horse-crazed child. Right? So he still needs some speed. He still needs to stay like in front first. But he didn't do that, that's why he flopped. Continuous flopped. Epic Pokemon managed to stay on 3rd. Hey, look at that. That's double major there. Double major fold there. But yeah. Now look at that time. That is so slow. Which one of 5 for 3-2? Slow. That's not even slower than Japan's kind of thing too. The Raging Torrent, look at that. That was a major flop there by number 9 there. It's like, oh, it got out and it just flops. Who is it? This one here. No lunch. Guess he didn't get lunch then. Look at him flop at that end. But yeah, look at this. So number 3 there. Right, Kasupetrin. Right, he didn't follow the pace. They didn't bother with the pace there. Look at that. And these ones didn't care about this high pace. They know because American horses on dirt really love going past that 70 kilometers per hour thing for the high pace. Even to mile distance, they do that. So that's the problem. It's like they are burning all that stamina there, except for Raging Torn, because he's used to that kind of like race style. Whereas for these ones here, they aren't doing that, right? So that's why they're gonna come in and slowly catch up. Look at that. The speed is finally averaging up. Those on the back are starting to catch up now. Look at that. It's like how Ushpatasaur did it for the past few years on those dirt races, right? Look at that. But then Peptide now followed that high pace set by Raging Torrent. That's why he lost. Right, look at this. They're already suffering now. Look at this. 57.5. Right. Already losing it. Right, look at that. See, those who were trying to chase that high pace set by Raging Torrent there aren't able to catch up now. Look at this. Look at this. Right? Because he saved energy just now from not catching that high pace. Because Petrin managed to get third place. Right? Look at that. All the way from the back there. Crystal Lemire also did pretty good too with his horse there. Didn't bother with the high pace that Raging Torrent set. Ended at the 4th place. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Right? Where's our 4th place? Oh wait, he was riding an American horse, no wonder. I thought it was something different. But yeah. That's what it is. Look at that. Got 3rd place there because those two didn't follow the pace. Those two didn't get lured in by the pace set by Raging Torrents. Those that did mostly faltered. These two didn't follow the pace and they got 3rd and 4th. Right? Peptide now folded. That's why he took the L. Right, anyway, Alcor Sprint here. Oh wow, they just straight up cut off that part. Oh dear. Oh dang, okay. That is brutal. So what happened on Alcor Sprint is that How Deep Is Your Love had the accident and had to be taken down basically because yeah, he fell apart. Yeah. Rest in peace, How Deep Is Your Love. You're basically one of those like close rivals of High Rising, but unfortunately, yeah, he didn't make it back. So rest in peace to him there. Win Carnelian though, look at him. Miura Jockey really has that bad luck there. Look at that. Yeah, 2nd place. It's like she should deny the G1 win. But yeah. And where's the next Japanese horse? Is like all the way back here. Puro Magic and Danon Kingley. They performed not bad. Look at that. 2nd, 4th, 5th. Japanese horses. 2nd, 4th, 5th. So they really do not bad actually. Right? Japanese on sprint distance. Not bad, honestly. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. Look at this. So I believe he's up in front of here. Danon McKinley's over there. Right. That Puro Magic. Look at Puro Magic with that turn of foot. Right? Look at this. Ah! Look at that. Win Carnarian could have won that one, but yeah. So close. Anyways, we have the UAE Derby. Somehow Japanese won 4 years in a row. I'm just surprised they managed to do that, but yeah. Again, Crystal Lemire. Last time he won it was with Derma Sotogaku. Last year was who was it? Who was it last year? Last year was Forever Young, right? Of course. And look at that. We got this one in the middle here. Heart of Ona. And then you got 2 more Japanese horses here. Dragon got 6th placed because I was on the back. Why not? Yeah. Mainly it's just these 4, I guess. Wait, I thought there was an Ender Dragon. Why is there just a dragon? Huh. Mind your biscuits. Okay. Not really. Yeah, Doitono. Admire Dotono. And then we have Dawn in the Mood. Dawn in the Mood. Never heard of that name, but somehow managed to get like 3rd place today. This week, so last week. Sheen Forever got 4th place. Really, that's footage you got of. That's the photo you got of him. Sheen Forever. That was not too bad. And I got Dragon here. Thunderfoot's not bad, but again, it's like too far back, made him like unable to catch up. But really, that's really the main thing holding them back there. Right, look at this. Right, MR Daytona is like pretty much has a good position in front there. If Shin Forever came out a bit late, Dragon always pushed back because Takayutaka is like always that chaser type. Right, look at this. Our move is like pretty stable there. They're really going high pace with this again with the Americans with the high pace. But somehow Mardita Nora is actually hanging pretty well with with Lemaire. I suppose Lemaire is like more familiar with the high pace that the Americans would set, so it's like, okay, you know what? If my horse can do it, then yeah, I might as well do it. So Mardita Nora going up there with that not one over there on the outside there. Again, trip saving by staying on the inside there, but still. I'll quickly stabilize to 60 and 50 something, right? As they reach a backstretch, right? So I was like, okay, now we can finally settle down. Finally, they can breathe down there. Shin Forever, I don't know what's with the Shin Emperor and Shin Forever. They keep tilting their heads left for some reason. Maybe because of the trucks or something like that, or something. I'm not sure. I just love doing that, and I feel like that will cost them a lot of races. It's unfortunate, actually. Oh yeah, Heart of Honor actually bankered him, actually. Yeah, I bankered Heart of Honor. But then I also bankered Straight No Chaser. That's why I flopped. Oh, damn it. I bankered Heart of Honor because I heard like how they explained about his record. And yet, you had this here, look at that. Dragon's there. Look at that, the pace here settled down like around 60, right? It's like hard to go further in front at this point. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. MR Daytona like has the lead here still, right? Not in the mood, and then the Heart of Honor. Look at that. They're trying to catch up there, but no. MR Daytona managed to win over Heart of Honor there. Yeah, so that's why there it is there. This one was a bit of a throw out for me. I don't know how to deal with this one. The Dubai Golden Sheen, I guess. Golden Shaheen. I guess the name is too long. Right, Dark Saffron, Nakatomi, Tuz. Of course it's Tuz. Why not? Oh yeah, it's this one, right? This one I said that flopped. Straight No Cheese. I bankered Straight No Chaser and I flopped. But yeah. Look at that. Remake was a flop, I guess. Yeah. Remake was quite a flop. Let's see here. American Stage here, 6th place. 4th place was Kuroji Shijo. Again, I don't know what were these names here, but somehow they managed to do pretty alright. But yeah, look at this. And look at this pacing, right? That they set. Look at the 70. Again, same thing that happened. Remember on the Hakamatsu no Miyakinen? It's the same thing over again. They always start with like explosive pacing, and then after that they just start faltering, and it's already gone. Straight No Chaser just didn't have chase. Yeah, he's at a straight line. He's not chasing. Yes, definitely fitting his name as Straight No Chaser there. Right, look at this. Right, Dark Saffron's right here. So that. American stages are doing too well either. Remakes also not catching up there. Right, Tuss is trying to get in there, but look at that, Tuss is stuck inside. Look at that, yeah, again, same thing, stuck inside, not no way to get it in front there. I feel like Tuss could have gotten second, had it not been stuck, but look at that. American stage is there. Yeah. Look at that. Just on note. Anyways, next race is much more welcoming. Dubai Turf. Another showdown against Romantic Warrior. So, what's very interesting about this photo finish is that Soul Rush's win was decided over 0.0006 seconds or 8 millimeters. It's not even 1 full centimeter apart, and that's what it did to break this dead heat tie against one another. I'm just surprised they have such precision on them. And look at that, Ishikawa. Ishikawa is the owner too. So yeah, definitely. Dang, Ishikawa, you're getting up there. Hold on, let me see. I think I have the thing up here. Right, so I'm gonna quickly switch screens real quick. What's it? This one? Which one is it? Which one is it? Twitter? This one. Here we go. Right, look at this. The official margin between Soul Rush and Romantic Warrior in the Dubai Turf. 0.0006 seconds or 8 millimeters. Again, I'm just surprised they can do this kind of precision. Like, of course, last year's one was much less obvious, much more straightforward. Like, of course, I can tell with this one there. Oh yeah, of course, Factor Cheval lost. Won against Namir, but this one, they're really trying their best to avoid the dead heat, like how they did with Lord Norton Pantalasa. Like, but look at this, 8 millimeters. 8 millimeters. Scream that last 8 millimeters, I guess. Oh yeah, this one. This one. I'm gonna show that later, but yeah. But first, let's focus on Dubai Turf. So major disappointment from the Japanese racers, especially from the Thunder Racing duo of Phillies, mares here. Howada, the mare, why are you sticking to Meisho Tabaru's pace? You know Meisho Tabaru is the tearaway, right? Tearaway. Tearaway. Well, this is close enough to a tearaway, but you get the idea. Tearaway. 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 And yet, for some reason, Lemaire and Kawada Yuga, both of them decide to chase after Meisho Tabaru up close. Of course they flop. Anyways, yeah, having said that though, these two made a good job, especially with Maljun though. Honestly, I haven't given much regard to the foreign horses because, yeah, I have a Japanese bias with turf, right? Like, when I think about turf, I think Japanese horses. I think Japanese horses have like much better chance of winning, right? So imagine my shock when I saw these two coming up, especially Ghost Rider. I thought he raced an arc and flopped there. I guess he does fine on mile distance then. I should keep my name on these two. But the idea here is that had these two not stick so close to Meisho Tabaru, they could have won still. Right? Because this time 145 to 84 is actually pretty good, relatively fast. But it's still not like it's not catchable. Right? This is not like it's not catchable, right? Even Golden Old is like 146, 147, right? It's like 146.7, 146.8, right? And he's just a 2-year-old. So, when you look at this time here, honestly, it could have been fine to just stay at the back and just bet on the last 3 furlongs. But nope. Nope, they decided to stick close to Mesho Tabaru to tear away. Romantic Warrior also did that too. Close to winning, but Soul Rush's soul was screaming much louder, so managed to snatch 8 millimeters off from Romantic Warrior. Also, I have no idea how they really went for that one there. But still, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Thunder Racing, but yeah. Having said that, let's look at the race. Goodbye, Turf. A bit of late start there from Baderwig. Liberty Island also. Romantic Warrior as always has a good start, even after that exhausting race on the Saudi Cup. Pretty solid actually. But then again, Meisho Tabaru, Airway. I thought you studied at least your Japanese horses. Come on. Even if you don't do research on the overseas horses, at least do research on your own turfs ones. So you know, get a good idea of your pacing. But no, they didn't. But look at this. Soul Rush stays in the middle. What's good about Soul Rush is when you saw his win on the Mile Championship last year, he actually did well to sustain speed, and that was with Danmo Taisei, a jockey, right? Yeah, the last G1 he actually won was like what with first force, I think, on Takamatsu no Miyakinen. So it's like pretty much someone who only won like 2 G1s, right? The second time being last year's Mile Championship with Soul Rush, right? What's amazing about Soul Rush is his ability to sustain speed, right? He's a good sustainer. So that's why it's like, even though he is like trying to adapt to Meisho Tabaru's speed, he is a good sustainer. Therefore, even though he's falling in this position here, he's actually not getting as exhausted, and he still has gas to close the distance with Romantic Warrior, and that's why he managed to win. Like, even if you think it's a dead heat, it's still the same thing, managed to catch up to Romantic Warrior, because he's a good sustainer. Now look at the speed here, this is a bit too fast, right? Like, there's like something you should already start slowing down after the second furlong already. Yeah, look at that. James McDonald is thinking, oh, just follow Meisho Tabaru. Yeah, surely everything will be fine. But no, Meisho Tabaru is a tearaway. Meisho Tabaru is a tearaway. Normally he's a tearaway, so yeah, if you follow him, you're pretty much screwed. Lemaire, what are you doing? Why are you in front? Same thing again. Kawada, why are you on the outside? You're losing distance. Look at that, right? It's like giving pretty good cover for Romantic Warrior there. Like, what are you doing? Why are you that far in front? At least wait until almost at the end of the turn, then you make a move. Don't stick like that. You see, that's why. Like this pace is very good to hold on to for mile distance, but still, again, why do you need to stick that close to the front? Right, again, both of them, not there. Look at that. Factor Cheval got like 5th place, right, in this race. He's on the back. The one that got 3rd, all the way in the back. Because the European or even American horses, they're used to staying on the back and then bursting on last 3 furlongs. They don't care if you tear away in the first 3 furlongs or something like that. They don't care. As long as they can catch up in the last 3 furlongs, it doesn't matter. Right? So that's how they're playing this strategy, and that's why that mate there got 3rd place. Right? Look at this. Right? Lemaire, why are you that close? Okay, so now it's like, okay, you can finally speed up, right? It's like Romantic Warrior really loves this move, right? Especially with Jason McDonald. He loves this move. Just as they turn out of the corner, speed up. Kind of thing, right? That strategy is fine. Like, normally you think that's a very solid strategy. Look at Soul Rush, though. Right? He's a good sustainer. As they start accelerating here, right? I mean, Meisho Tabaru still has quite some speed left in him. But look at this. Look at this. Right? Now look at this. This is the problem with Romantic Warriors, that he has a very good acceleration as he comes out of the straight. But unlike Hong Kong, where the straight is actually not that long, relatively speaking, the straight on Dubai, Saudi, or even Fuchu the lengths of those are even longer. So you'll start seeing Romantic Warrior losing speed as he reaches the final furlong. Look at that, it's already dropping to like, what, 63, 62. Whereas Soul Rush is holding on to his speed. Look at that, he can still sustain that. Right? Look at that, he's still sustaining that speed. Romantic Warrior's losing speed a little bit. But look at that. That's like within like 50 meters there. And that was all that Soul Rush needed to at least tie up with him. Right? Where did this mid come from? All the way from the back. Where did Factor Cheval come from? All the way from the back. Rachel Tapper managed to hang on the 5th. Factor Cheval got 6th. And look at all the two Sunday Racing mares there. Flopped. Because they chased too close to the front. Again, shouldn't chase too close to the front, especially when you're holding to sustain this. You need to practice like average pacing, especially. Not with the tearaway, with your own pace. Alright. I mean, I was really looking forward to Liberty Island coming back. But no, this was a flop. But again, between those two, it's like, yeah. At least in a sense, Japan finally has like, its vengeance kind of thing, right? It's like, yes, we finally beaten the warrior by 8 millimeters. But, yeah. This honestly would look like a dead heat, right? But with precise measurements like this, it's like, yeah, no, you can't say dead heat anymore because it's so precise now that you can't really tell. Right? You can't really say that it's a dead heat because technically it's not a dead heat anymore. Right? Maybe with poor technology, yeah, this would be a dead heat. But this is Dubai we're talking about, right? They spent decades holding these G1 races here. G2 G1 races. It's like, yeah. It's at this point, it's not really surprising that they have technology that can handle this kind of accuracy. This kind of pinpoint accuracy here. On that. Yeah. You can't say it's a dead heat anymore, even if you want to say so. Right? Like, if you're Hong Kong supporter, you think, yeah, of course it's a dead heat or a Romantic Warrior to win. But no. They have the precision now. They have the precision to say otherwise. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, so that's the result there. Again, I have no idea what they've done with the Sunday Racing duo there, but yeah. That's where you get when you follow the pace too much. You don't have the weight advantage! You even have 2 kilos allowance and you still took the L. Ah, man. I found Braid Awake needs some distance, though. Braid Awake needs some distance. That's it. Look at this. Look at this. The good results from Braid Awake are like, look at this, 1800 to 2.2, right? And it start flopping like 1.6 or 1.8. So probably it's like better for Braid Awake to get like 2.2. Like 1800 to 2.2. Yeah, maybe. Right, even though this was fine technically, this is like the proper range for Braid Awake. But the problem is, all too close to the pace. Look at her positioning on every other race. It's usually on the back. Right, except for this one Mishori said. Other than this race, all of these are on the back. Back, I say, back of the pack. Somehow Limmer decided to go in the front this time around. Of course he flopped. Of course she flopped. Right? And then we go to Liberty Island. Where are her good positions? Middle. Around the middle front. Right? So look at these positions though, because even though it seemed like she would have won it, right? Like the position that she had on that race was fine. Like if we just look at position itself, but on the time itself, because we're talking about the tearaway, Liberty Island probably should have been 1 or 2 lengths further back, and it allowed her turn of foot instead to win. Because her turn of foot is actually not too bad, right? 34 seconds, 33 seconds, 32.9 even on the Oka show. And 31.4 when she debuted even, right? So probably a bit further back. Yeah, I don't know. It probably is just a typical Kawada flop. But yeah. Next one, Dubai Shima Classic. The winner, down on decile. Dang. Next time I should bank her derby horses. Second one, Kalandagan. Now this one is, I hear people keep saying it, so that's why it's like, yeah, I probably should give it a try. Duretsa got 3rd, Rebels Romance got 4th, Giovanotto got 5th. I also picked him also in a sense because he did pretty well in Hong Kong. So since he did well in Hong Kong, it's like, yeah, that can translate to Dubai, so yeah, I put him there in consideration. Chervinia, Le Maire d'Ostano. And then Shin Emperor. Shin Emperor was like told too much by Rebels Romance, and that's why he flopped actually. Era Mile and Khalif, who are they? Yeah, who are they? Anyway, so yeah, next one. Debashima Classic. If I can open up the... So here's the problem, right? Yuretsu and Shin Emperor like tied for 2nd in Japan Cup, right? But the main reason they were able to do that was because they took control, right, of the front. Soul Orients was actually doing similar thing to Rebels Romance, but not to that extent, right? Shin Emperor has the lead right now, right? Like this is actually normal, right? Like I said before, like before the races begin, I said the Japanese horses need to control the pace if they want to win a turf race in Dubai. And lo and behold, they're doing that, right? But then William Buick is like, no, Rebels Romance needs to take control, otherwise he will not win. Therefore, as they reach on the backstretch here, Rebels Romance decide to compete for position with Sakariuse, right? With Shin Emperor Sakariuse there. Right, William Buick trying to get control from Shin Emperor. But for Duretsa, it's like, okay, we'll just let those two duel out there then. Duretsa's just gonna control his pace, just stay where he is, and we'll hopefully be fine. And then Rebels Romance and Shin Emperor are just competing for position over and over, and then you have this scenario where they both just flopped up. Especially with Shin Emperor. Well, where's Shin Emperor looking? The camera's not even there. The camera's in front of her height. Come on. Right, look at that. Look at that. And William Buick trying to take control there of the pacing, right? And then finally slowing back down. Shin Emperor is kind of irritated from that. Duretsu is like, oh, whatever. Either one of them, their pacing is all just fine, so I'll just stay there, right? And then look at that. Chervinia actually would have been fine, right? This pacing would have been fine. But this is a little bit faster, and finally starting to slow down. Shin Emperor has less space there, gets very irritated with Rebels Romance coming inside there. Look at that, very irritated. So it's like, even if you want to go for Shin Emperor here, it's like so irritated by Rebels Romance there. It's like, oh no, he's not winning. He's been irritated too long in the backstretch there. Duretsa holding on in 3rd place steadily. Honestly, I have no idea what Chervinia is like that far in front. She should be raced more like a European horse where it's like further back, but that's fine, I guess. Because she'll flop. Yeah, look at that. Again, they made the same mistake again. Let's Rebel Romance control the pace again. Right? But then that's okay because Down on Decile is following Duretsa's pace this whole time. Right? Look at where Down on Decile's position is. Behind Duretsa. Duretsa has a much better control pace between, when you don't look at Rebels Romance and Shin Emperor. That's why Down on Decile is like, okay, he got to pretty close to the front. And he has a good horse to mark on, Duretsa. Right? When you have a horse like Duretsa who's not intimidated by the shift of pace changes set by Rebels Romance and Shin Emperor, Down on Decile has a very comfortable positioning because he knows that, Chervinia is supposed to be further back. And Duretsa is like a very good position in front there. Down on Decile has a good position to come out as Chervinia flops. Right? So it's like it's pretty much fair game for Down on Decile to just pop out there. And look at where the 2nd place is, like near the back. Because he knows like, oh, there's no point arguing with the Japanese for pacing. Just as long as you can nail the final 3 furlongs, that's all that matters. Right? The thing is, Equinox didn't have that weakness when he won his year because he was supposed to be the horse on the back. And yet, they just let him control the pace. Someone who's a betweener, you let them control the pace, they'll beat you by a mile. So, yeah, as you can see here, those two are still jostling for position endlessly. Whereas Duritza's like a pretty controlled pace here. Right, so look at this again. Chervinia should have been further back. Should have been further back this time around. Right, I understand the desire to be like Equinox and this kind of thing, but look at that, it's even slower. Right. This kind of pace is even slower. Right. Maybe that explains why Lemire is trying to pop up in front here, because this pace is too slow. 57 is too slow. It should have been 58 or 59. Equinox did that and he won. Someone should have internal body clock even better than that, where they can measure 59 kilometers an hour. That's like a pretty good pace for them to follow. But look at that. Shin Emperor was too too irritated by that that battle with Rebel's Romance. And now that when time comes to shove where he needs to go pump up steam to catch up to Rebel's Romance again, he lost steam because he was irritated for too long. Whereas Duretsa, not intimidated by those runs just now, was able to slip past like that. Look at that. Look at that. Just slips out to the inside there with Duretsa, right? Right? Duretsa is like being able to catch up to Rebel's Romance here, because Rebel's Romance, right? As much as he could do well in the last 3 furlongs kind of thing, that's not really enough though, because he was also part of the problem of jostling for position, right? So that's what Duretsa can come in front of Rebel's Romance. So even if Danon Dessa was a known factor, right, Duretsa would have still caught up, right? And the Carnetica is also one of those like European horses that like stay at last 2-3 furlongs for the catch up there, right? But then at the same time, it's like that Terrafoot wasn't as impressive as Danon Dessa. Danon Dessa normally stays in the middle, you know, Norihiko tends to put him in front. But as it's shown, there's like Tosaki can put him in front too and still keep that Terrafoot, right? So what we end up with Tosaki is like Tosaki has like a slower pace, like that you don't expect from the back, but still has the turn of foot needed. So that's why he managed to go past Duretsa there, right? Carnarvon goes past the 2. Duretsa still overtakes Rebel's Romance. Look at that. Right, there we go. That's it. There you go. Chervina flopped. Of course she flopped. She wasn't supposed to be that far in front just now. Until the pace slowed down like crazy. Should gave her like a personal timer like what? They gave her like a timer of like 59 kilometers per hour as a pacing, so that way it should be fast enough and still have enough turn of foot. Now this one is a massive like upset, I gotta say, because look at this. Right, Forever Young got 3rd, and then lost to Hit Show and Mixto. I did not expect these two. I think I did not expect these two. Because my banker was Forever Young and Ushbatizora! God damn it! The day I decided to try out double bankers is the day I lost everything. Luckily, the money I did lose were just my winnings, not from my own purse. So I really lost what I won. I did not lose any further things from my own purse. So yeah, that's the only saving grace from the days from last week's Dubai meeting. But yeah, Il Miracolo managed to reach 5th. The Tesauros! I swear the Tesauros are just there in a pair. This person research the Tesauros was like, no, Wilson. No, Wilson. You're not coming ahead of me, Wilson. Yeah, not overseas. You can do it that time on Tokyo Daishoten. Not here. Not here, young lass. You're 2 years too young to do that. But yeah, look at that. Again, Ushba above Wilson. Come on. Really? Really? Even on your retirement race, you still love this rivalry. Come on, you two. Get a room. Ramjet failed. I mean, it kind of makes sense, Miura. But yeah, Imperial Emperor was quite disappointing there. Hopefully he's doing alright. Katona, Woko Stars, I guess back in his home turf, I guess. So that's why it's like he's doing much better. But still lost it Forever Young. But yeah, I blame Kawada. I blame Kawada for the L. Why? Have a look at this race. Alright, look at that. Wilson Tesoro also trying to get closer there. It shows staying in the background, just staying in the back. Right, Ushima Tesoro is always on the back of the pack. Look at that speed. Yeah, no. No, that's too fast. That's too fast. That's why usually it's like Americans usually do that though. Yeah, already just from the turn already reduced their speed, so it's not really that hard for Forever Young to catch up. It's like so far so good, right? This is like a pretty good good position for Forever Young, right? Right. Look at that. Walk the Stars is there, right? No problem, right? Hold on. 10, 6, 4, 3, right? Mixto was in front. 10, 6, 4, Imperial Area flopped. 3. And 6, 4, 3. So I guess Mixto was the highest threat on that pack then. Mixto 10, 6, 4, 3. Huh. Yeah, American horses then. It ought to be American horses that did this. Look at this. American horses. The reason they managed to hang on this well is because the American horses, they're used to this high pace. Forever Young did well to catch up on that one there, but Hitcho stayed on back and managed to overtake them, just like how Ushima Tesoro did on this win several years ago. Right. Yeah, look at this. It's like Yusei is trying to find good position here to settle down. But it's facing constant pressure from number 5 there. Who's number 5? Katona! What the fuck, Katona? Anyway, so yeah. Look at that. Look at that positioning there. So, yeah. Forever Young has like a position between the two fronts there. Look at that. As you get the pace is starting to slow down a bit here. There's like a battle of attrition at this point. Wilson is starting to catch up here. Kawada, what are you doing? Kawada, what are you doing? Man, look at this. Look at these two. Look at that. A lot of bashing going on back there, right? These two are holding on there. Right? Mixto is doing pretty good going up against Walk of Stars. That's like the perfect two. Look at that! Look at them! Kawada! What are you doing? That's a fellow Japanese horse you working up there. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You did Breeders' Cup again. Mendokusai. Yeah, see, after that, finally Forever Young starts catching up there, but then Hitcho pops in and just denies all of them. Look at that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Kawada. I blame you, Kawada. Kawada no Seda. Look at this. Right, Forever Young's trying to catch up. Right, trying to make up his pace here. Right. Right, look at this, right. Forever Young has a good positioning. Wilson's trying to come out there. Look at that! Come on, Kawada! Come on! Come on, you're doing this. Oh my god. You're doing a Kentucky Derby on your own horse, on your own country's film. Oh man. Yeah. Forever Young should have gotten second, at least. Come on. But yeah. Yeah, that was annoying. That was annoying. Come on, Kawada. And that's why also there's a set of news that said that Kawada Yuga, the jockey, got suspended from racing for like how many days? I forgot. Kawada Yuga, where is his name? Ijoteishi, where is it? Because the Dubai authorities did a call for like a suspension of riding for a few days, I guess. Where is it? Where did it say it? No, that's a race meeting suspended. Where is it? Kawada Doko. Eh? Where is he? Injury. No. Cesario. I guess the judgment was made much earlier, like right after races ended. Where is it? No. 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 Where is it? Yeah, probably the mix-up voted them then. Ichoteishi. Maybe I should look here. How about Yuga? That's his name. This one? No, this was like February though. Eh? Hold on, I'm gonna quickly search things up real quick. I'm gonna quickly off this tab real quick. Hold on a second. Let me try searching it real quick. Oh, the you got Kigoti. Oh, there you go. Shako. Okay, here we go. Got some. We got some news here. Right, so let me pop up the screen again. Hold on. Here we go. Kawada Yuga Kishu no Kijou Teishi Shobun. So, what is it? Penalty. What is it? Riding suspension to Kawada Yuga jockey. Let's see. On local time, 5th of April, Saturday, on Meidan Race Course, 9th race, the Dubai World Cup. While he was riding Wilson Tesoro, at around the 500-meter mark, he rode sideways. Basically, shako is like how to say? How do you call shako? Shako is like moving sideways, basically, towards the inner edge of the railing, and the ERA has determined that he'll be suspended from riding during 6th of April to 11th of April, and therefore, according to some laws, basically that GRA have set, they will also uphold the same penalties onto him. So this is the excerpt of the law itself. So what's it? Rule 147-18. Let's see. In order to assure the fairness of horse racing, blah 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 blah. And then this one's 18 specifically. This part, there's our part 18 thing. What they have. Yeah. 18. 外国の競馬の継続公正かつ安全な姿勢を害する行動をしたもの。So basically, yeah. Basically, they will apply the same penalties to a certain horseman. If they have received the penalty overseas, GRA will also reciprocate that to the jockey or in Japan. So even in Japan, they cannot escape the punishment. Let's have a look. 500 meters left. Let's see what did he do. Over here, around the 500-meter mark, what did he do? Because I thought he was punished for the Wilson Tesoro part. Okay, let's see here. Look at this. Wilson Tesoro. Look at Wilson Tesoro there. Right, look at that. Look at that. He pushed. Oh, okay. So that's what it is. Look at this. So he went on the inside ledge and blocked him from progressing. That's what it is. Hold on. Let me see here. Shoot, I gotta go back to the thing. Yes. That's what it is. Forever young. Go. I think Forever Young's goal is still gonna be the Breeders' Cup. For that vengeance from last time. Where is it? Forever young. Forever young. Where is he? Fine. Very, very horse. Very, very good. Tosaki's English. Oh man, that was really funny when I heard that interview. Who did he block? I think it's like one of these ones, like Rathbone rule? Who's the one that he blocked? Who's the one that he blocked when he went to inner lunch there? This one, right? Number 3. Look at this, right? So Wilson Tesoro was up here, right? Trying to turn the curve here, but right with this angle, actually now we could see it properly. Look at this. Oh, still showing the 2 in front. Right, look at that. Wilson Tesoro slipped in here. Look at this. Kawada? Kawada? What are you doing, Kawada? Oh yeah, look at that. Il Miracuro really lost a bit of advantage there. Somehow got 5th though. Somehow still got it in front of Wilson Tesoro. Dang. Right. And then next, after blocking Il Miracuro there, goes on and bashes into Forever Young. Kawada? Kawada? What are you doing? Look at that. Look at that. He managed to cling on to just before Wilson Tesoro too. It's like a bit of vengeance kind of thing. It's like, how dare you? You will not. So yeah. I mean, I mean, that's all. What else am I gonna say? Kawada. Nariyaton. Nariyatoru. What you doing? I hope Imperial Emperor is alright after that. Where is he? Yeah, I'm gonna see it because they ended the thing, of course. So yeah, that's it. That's a summary. So yeah, next week we do have the Oka show. So we're gonna start the classic races for the 3-year-olds now. So we got the Philly Triple Crown first, coming this Sunday. Coming Sunday the 13th. Next week will be Satsuki show. But before that, we do have Kawasaki Kinen on Saturday. Oh, it's not sure. Where is it? Jihokeba, I guess. Wait, where's Kawasaki Kinen? I thought Nick Cable would have it. No. Jihokeba, maybe. I thought it was this week. No, they don't show. Hold on, they don't show Jihokeba again. Local one, the domestic horse racing. But yeah, supposedly on Wednesday there should be a Kawasaki Kinen there, but I guess you need to watch it on like YouTube or something like that because this is not JRA, so you're not really gonna see it here. Annoying. I also just need to open up this one then. Kawasaki. Should show Wednesday then. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Here it is. The designated courier. The designated exchange kind of thing. Kawasaki Kinen, so we have these racers here. Yeah, I don't know what I'll be covering this one. But yeah, Kawada's supposed to be the jockey for Grand Bridge. Grand Bridge is someone like the is a feeling like the support, but obviously since this one is a how to say a domestic race, I can't bet in it. Yeah, shame I guess. But yeah, if I were to pick, I'd pick Grand Bridge. Sunrise G-Punk was nice and all, but I'd like to put him like second or third. Misha Haruyo is probably like a special maybe one in there, so maybe I'll choose these three. Make Fire, I feel like will be a bit too long. The distance is a bit too long for him. Like, what's his distance he ran? Make Fire. Right, 2000, right? Right, and then up against like the others there in Tokyo Daishoten. Look at that. Look at that. That's already a flop. So it's like, yeah, I think Big Fire is pretty much only good at his early career, and then beyond that, it's like against other dirt horses, it doesn't really do too well. So it's been unfortunate, but how about Meisho Haruyo? I feel like he performed well here. Let me see. February takes 6th place. ABC Classic got 2nd actually. Can it be high? 1800 3rd place. Do you have a longer distance here? Look at this though. It's not doing that bad, Meisho Haruyo. So if I had to pick 3, it'll be these 3. Meisho Haruyo, Grand Bridge actually. Because he did pretty well against the 2 Tesoros and even Forever Young, right? Like 4th or 5th place. Did pretty well there. And Sunrise Punk. Otoji, I don't know why he's ended up on dirt. I guess you know, since he flopped so much here, it's like, okay, might as well give him a try on dirt, I guess. On like what is it, domestic racing maybe. But unlikely. Really need some time to figure out how his affinity is. Sayonara Nature would be nice, but probably a bit lower on the. But yeah, you can tell like which ones are from GRA. These 2 are. These 2 also are. These 2 also are. Who's this again? Meisho Funjin. Meisho Funjin, 3rd place on that. Won the J 2000. 4th place at 2-1. 1 and L. Notice that there are some cases he did run on GRA, and then a lot of times on like domestic racing. GRA ended up being like quite a lot of flops. I mean, there is this one win in Tokyo, yes. And then most of these are like he's like alright position, not like a win. I guess. So I guess I would put all the GRA horses that ran on dirt before. And then how about this one here? Daishin Pieces. Daishin Pieces. Oh wow, what happened here? Oh no, he even flopped on the domestic Japan too. No. No. Sorawayara. No. Yeah. These are the 4 I'll be picking. So probably I won't be covering this one tomorrow, but just in case you've been wondering which ones I would pick, it'll be between these 4. Who will be my main one? I guess between the Sunrise Jipunk and Grand Bridge, I guess. Jipanku? Yeah, Sunrise Jipanku did pretty well actually. Look at that. Alright. This one's like a JRAG one, right? So there's a much more proper positioning to it. Right. Right. So even if I want to go bankers, like it makes sense to go for those kind of like actions. Oh wow, it's the same year as Desile. Okay. Okay. Sunrise Jipank's I guess finding some room there on dirt. That's fine for him. So yeah, these will be the 4 I'll be picking if I had to. Yeah, somehow McFire's favorite, but I'd still go for that one there. So yeah, as you can see, it's the favorites. Of course, it's the favorites. Yeah. I think that'll be it then. Sunday is this one. I'd like to cover this if I can, but again, I really don't know what's happening with my Sundays, so I'm not too sure about that. So if I had to guess, I guess I'd rather go for embroidery. Embroidery's like win is actually pretty decent, actually, from what I last saw. But yeah, of course, it's 34.9. 34 is not really that impressive, but she's doing it in the front. There's a 0.4 difference as well on the graded stakes, right? So there is some room for that one there. Yeah, who's the top favorite, technically? Top favorite is... I'm not sure. But it should be the one that won the... Where is it? Shonen? No. Who's the one that won the... Oh, here you go. Armor Veloci won that one, right? So maybe, yeah. Maybe I would stick with the favorite. Armor Veloci, I guess. Yeah, I probably would go for it. Yeah, either way, I'll try to consider some positions this year. There's always sometimes Magic Man can do something like that. Remember, Silent Bosch, he won. Morela won with that, so yeah. Record the Muro. Hopefully you have a comeback someday. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much it then. Like a cover of this. Yeah. That'll be it for today's stream. So just shy of 4 hours. But yeah, Kawada. But yeah. Alright, so that's it for today's stream. If you guys enjoyed today's stream, then be sure to follow me on Twitch. If you're watching YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the VOD channel. And next stream is probably another Genshin one. I want to get the hangouts out of the way so that way I can deal with the thing. Because I could finally move on to other games, especially Yumiya, I guess. I'm getting my controller properly like next week or the end of this week, so we'll have to see. If I can do that, then that's great. That's yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Speak to your outs. Bye. Yeah, I think I have straining my voice a bit too much. I'll skip there.